Oh,
All right.
let's go ahead and hit that. Yes, sir. I think we gotta hit him with that one more time. One more time. One more time.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Man, and
That
we are live.
was hard.
Yeah, man. And you know how we do it, man. You know how we do it.
Back once again.
Man, man. It's been a minute. It's been a minute, big bro, but you know what I
Back.
mean? We got some fights to be talking about, man. We got some fights, especially one tomorrow. Plant,
Indeed.
Plant, Caleb Plant versus David Benavidez. Yeah, that's man. This a fight. This a fight. A lot of people been waiting for a
Yeah.
long time, man. They've been people have been waiting for this fight for a very, very long time. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But we got a fight that also a fight we're gonna be talking about that people was literally sleeping on. They sleeping on the fight. You know what I'm saying? They really sleeping on this fight, and that's Canelo, Alvarez, and John Ryder. We're gonna be talking about that fight. We're gonna be talking about another fight that a good percentage of people, the boxing fans, is sleeping on, and that's Anthony Joshua and Jermaine Franklin. They sleeping on that fight
Yeah.
too.
Big time.
You know what I mean? So, and we got a lot of. It's a lot of. Man, we got some good fights though. I mean, these ain't the only ones. I mean, only fights that's coming up. I mean, of course, we got the Ryan Garcia, Javante Tate Davis. Uh, I always like to pull up the boxing schedule, the up and coming fights boxing schedule.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But man, you know what? Tomorrow we got Lawrence Okoli. You know, one of my favorite cruiserweights. He going up against an undefeated fighter in David Light. I seen a little bit of David Light. He's solid. I think Lawrence should win, but I think it's gonna be tough. You know what I mean, based on styles. And then tomorrow we got Richard Comey and Jose Ramirez. I forgot all about that fight. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And that fight, you know, I don't know. It's gonna be it's kind of gonna slightly be avoided because I mean, even though people love, they're Richard Comey a good fighter. You know, him going up against Jose Ramirez. You know, these are two tough fighters. You know what I'm saying? Two dangerous fighters as well. And them guys going up against each other, their styles makes it an entertaining fight. You know what I mean? But that fight is on ESPN and it starts at 10 p.m. Eastern time. Like that's our time. You know what I'm saying? 10 p.m. Eastern time. But the problem is that the big pay-per-view fight is tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? On Showtime pay-per-view, and that starts at 9 p.m. Eastern time. You know what I mean? And they got some solid fights on that undercard. So, you know what I mean? Like people gonna be tuning in probably, probably it's some like all I can say honestly is it's three solid fights before the main event. Three solid fights, you know what I'm saying? Three solid fights. I mean, I'm looking at Chris Colbert, he's going up against Rayo. That's gonna be a good fight. I'm trying to think who else. I think I gotta pull that up, but it's some solid fights. It's some solid. When I tell you, big bro, it's some solid fights on that undercard for tomorrow's pay-per-view. David Benavidez versus Caleb Plant. Some solid fights on that undercard. And
isn't Lawrence Okoli? Doesn't he fight under Anthony Joshua's promotion team?
Lawrence Okoli, I believe Lawrence Okoli is Anthony Joshua. I think he's under Anthony Joshua. I believe so.
That's kind of a strange dynamic now because I think Okoli is no longer with Eddie Hearn. So I wonder how that's working out.
Yeah, see, the thing is like Joshua had Okoli under his wings for a little minute, for a good little while. I mean, so Okoli is, I don't know. Like, I think correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm not mistaken, I believe Okoli is Anthony Joshua's fighter.
Yeah, I believe so.
I think so. You know what I mean? I gotta go do my homework, but I believe he's Anthony Joshua's fighter.
Yeah, I believe so.
So and I'll be forgetting that like Joshua got some fighters on that's got his own little
his own stable.
Yeah. And so I forget they like Lawrence Okoli, yeah. He is under Anthony Joshua's under that banner. He's under that banner and all.
Right.
It's a solid fighter he's up against tomorrow. And that fight is at 2 p.m. I mean, that card starts at 2 p.m. Eastern time.
Is that the zone?
That's going to be on. I want to say that's the zone, probably here in the United States. Probably in the U.S. Like for us, it's the zone. Like, but over there in the UK. It's going to be in. I think it's going to be broadcast. I think it's going to be broadcasted on Sky Sports. I think.
Oh, okay.
Sky, is it Sky Sports? I think Sky. Yeah, Sky Sports is. I think that's what that fight is going to be broadcasting on Sky Sports over in the UK.
Right.
And then over here, I think it's gonna. I think it has to be because Lawrence Okoli usually always fighting on the zone. He's the zone, fighter. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's gonna be telecast. I'm gonna look it up though. But I could be wrong, but I think that fight is telecast for us in the US on the zone. So we'll get a chance. We'll get a chance to check that out. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a solid fight. You know what I mean? I did a little bit of film study on David Light, and he's solid. He's undefeated. So is Lawrence Okoli, you know what I mean? and I think that I think it's gonna be a nice little decent competitive fight. You know, I lean towards Lawrence Okoli to win, but I don't think this guy David Light is a pushover. To be honest with you,
Okay.
you know what I mean.
I know there was some talk about a Coley. I believe he said a way back he wanted to move up to heavyweight eventually. So I don't know if he's changed his mind or not, but that would be interesting.
Yeah, that would be very interesting. You know what I'm saying? And I think I think that it's just it's time now that it's time that we see the fights to see certain fights, man. I think that it's really time. It's the time now. The time is now. For Opataya. Opataya. I'll be jacking my boy name up, man. I got to get his name right. But Opataya, you know what I'm saying? He has the ring, and which the two titles he took from Marius Breedis. I think he took the ring in the IBF
Okay.
because Lawrence Okoli is the WBO champion. So I would
W-
love to see them two guys fight. I would love to see that fight happen. Badu Jack is now the WBC. Oh my goodness. Badu Jack is now the WBC cruiserweight champion. So I would love to see Badu Jack, bro. Him and Lawrence Okoli, that's gonna be one to see.
Yeah, that'd be a
Him and
good matchup.
him and Opataya is gonna be one to see. Whoever like them guys gotta fight each other, bro. Like,
Yeah, that'd be a good matchup.
yeah, they got Lawrence Okoli versus Opataya. Opataya is an epic battle. Lawrence Okoli versus Lawrence Okoli versus Badu Jack, great fight.
Yeah.
Badu Jack versus Opataya, great fight. You know what I'm saying? Like those are great fights. You know what I'm saying in the cruiserweight division. You know what I'm saying? And Badu Jack moved up, boom, snatched the title, snatched the WBC title away from Ilunga Makumbu. You know what I'm saying? And it was a war. It was a battle, but I just knew that Badu Jack was slightly better skilled fighter. Um, you know what I mean? And also the slightly bigger puncher between the two. So I just kind of knew that he's gonna break him down, probably stop him. I kind of felt it was gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like both of those guys were big guys. There was some big dudes. So I mean, Badu Jack had to be careful as well. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But he made the adjustments and broke him down and stopped him. And I was like, wow. You know what I mean? Wow. Because Alongo Makambu is no pushover. He's a rugged, he has a very awkward style. And he can be rugged and he's not too bad of a boxer puncher himself. He can, he can be a little a little a little a little difficult at times. I mean, you just got to be at a certain level to really beat a fighter like that. And I know Badu Jack was on that level. He's now what I think he's what now a 3-time champion or 2 division world champion.
Is he? Wow. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
yeah, Badu Jack ain't no joke, man.
I know
Much
he's
love
done.
and respect to the crew, man. Hey, we got to show love to our brothers, man. They here, man. Adoree Pennant is in the building. He says Jarrell Miller versus Dillian White will be fireworks. Hey, man, that's what I was telling my big bro, the J. Roos
Yeah,
theory, bro.
the
That would
talk is
be
going too. They starting to
that.
talk again.
Yeah, bro. Adoree Pennant, that will be a great fight based on styles. That'll be a great fight, bro. That's the type of fight that Gerald Big Baby Miller, that's the type of fight that he needs. He needs a veteran. He needs a veteran that can actually that's around the same age. You know what I'm saying? That's still, I mean, Dillian White. He showed that he still can hang with younger fighters. I mean, he's still, he ain't old, but I mean, he getting to a certain age, but he ain't old. He's still in his prime, but he showed you that he still can compete with certain fighters, even the younger fighters. He can compete with certain fighters that's working their way up. And let's not forget Dillian White's resume. Let's not forget the guys he's beaten. Let's not forget like when he is on his A game, how he can be a problem. And I don't think and Big Baby Miller having been in there, having been in there, it's gonna be a different experience fighting the top guys. Joe Joyce, Anthony Joshua, I mean, Deontay Wilder. I mean, Alexander Usyk. He is gonna be different, bro. It's gonna be different. You know what I'm saying? Even Frank, like a fighter like Frank Sanchez. You know what I'm saying? A fighter like Effie Ajaba. All them styles are gonna. Yeah, he's gonna get. Yeah, he got some tough fights. You know what I'm saying? He got a lot. He got some tough fighters. You know that he can step in there with Andy Ruiz Jr. Oh my goodness. Ooh, nah, that's who I want to see him fight. Be honest with you. Oh, that's who I want to see, baby man. That would be crazy.
Yeah, I would like that.
Flossy Sports TV in the building. Much love and respect to Adori Pennant. Flossy Sports TV. Much love and respect. He says Benavidez by late crucifixion. We'll see. We gonna see, Flossy. We gonna see, man. We gonna see. Adori Pennant says they should just get rid of the cruiserweight division because majority of them are heavyweights. Nah, man. I don't. Not really. I mean, you got weight classes for a reason, bro, and cruiserweight been there for a long time. Ain't no need to get rid of it. You know what I mean? You got weight classes for a reason, bro. Trust me.
A lot of them dudes are too small to compete with the big guys now. I mean, heavyweights are like pretty much size like dinosaurs or something now.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Them dudes is them not heavyweights. They're like you heard it plenty of times before. They're super heavyweights, bro. They're not heavyweights.
Yeah.
They're super. A lot of these guys nowadays in the heavyweight division are super heavyweights, bro.
Yeah.
You know, said popcorn boxing in the building. He says, really? I think a Coley beats Light easily. Oh, you think he beats him easily? I mean, I'm not saying he ain't gonna lose. I'm not saying he's gonna lose the fight. I say it's gonna be competitive. You know what I'm saying? You know, I know normally when I be telling y'all guys a fight gonna be competitive, I'm wrong. I'm usually right. A high percentage of the time I'm more right than wrong. When I tell you guys the same day when I do live commentary, this is gonna be a tough fight. I think it's something, man. I probably can count out of like so many fights that I covered. Y'all probably only can count 2 times or maybe 3 times. I was right and wrong. Like I'm just saying, like I just think the dude Light David Light is solid. I think he's solid, and I think it's going to be a competitive fight. But I got Lawrence Okolie winning. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think it's going to be like he's just going to run over David Light. Like I don't see it like that. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think the dude is. I think the dude's solid. I think it's going to be somewhat of a competitive fight. I got Lawrence Okolie winning though, so don't get me wrong. I got Lawrence Okolie winning. I just think it's going to be competitive. I mean, I'm not gonna. I don't know, just based on film study, what I've been paying attention to, like I think it's going to be competitive. Excuse me. Y'all gotta excuse me, I'm up here burping. You know what I'm saying? David Light, man, like, you know, he's solid, man. I think unless I got the wrong fighter, because I know I got the right fighter. The dude is like 20 wins, he's got no defeats. 12 wins coming by the way of knockout. You know, 31 years old. He's a fighter. He's a fighter out of New Zealand, and I mean them dudes are some solid fighters coming from over there. Like just like the United Kingdom got some solid fighters. I mean, solid fighters everywhere around the world, but like I seen this dude, man. I'm paying attention to. I'm observing. I'm seeing like how he's going to make it a competitive fight. I just see how this is going to be somewhat of a challenge for Lawrence Okolie. You know what I mean? Like, I just see how it's gonna be a challenge. But I got Lawrence Okoli, and mainly because I'm not just saying because he's taller and the longer reach. Because Lawrence Okoli about like every bit of like 6'4" and a
Yeah,
half or something like that.
yeah, he's
David,
tall.
yeah, David Light is like 6'1" and a half. You know what I'm saying? So, he, and then of course, Lawrence Okoli got the reach advantage. You know what I'm saying? And he likes to stay on he likes to set up the counters on the outside, set up the combinations. Um, you know, he do it mid range. He get on the inside, then he get in range, get out of range. So Lawrence Okoli he's a dangerous boxer puncher, technical brawler, but he could be on some per boxer type of time. If he can be setting up the 1-2, I mean, he can just be. I mean, he can use the reach. He can stay on the outside. He can counter from the outside. Set up the combinations from the outside because he has the reach advantage. But this dude here, got some type of pressure. Like he gonna make it. He gonna try to make it like a rough, tough, and ugly fight. It's gonna be somewhat of an ugly fight, but it's gonna be competitive though. And I just think that David Light, I ain't sleeping on him. I got Lawrence Okoli, but I think David Light gonna come to fight though. He undefeated. He ain't coming to lose. He ain't coming to lose, but this dude ain't coming to he coming to win. Especially he got a chance to win a title. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude ain't coming to lose, man. He coming to win. That dude coming to fight. It's gonna be a fight, bro. I'm telling you. Athletic Mind in the building. Little bro, he said salute. Athletic Mind. If you're not subscribed, go subscribe to Athletic Mind. Much love and respect to you, little bro.
Yeah,
Adori Pennant. He says Jarrell Miller versus Martin Bacoli.
yeah, that's a nice
Wow.
one.
That's now that
I hadn't thought of that matchup. That's actually a good
yeah,
matchup.
nah, that's I ain't gonna lie. That's a good one right there. That's a good
Yeah,
one. That's a good one. But all the top, I'm gonna say all the top 10 fighters, it's gonna be tough against the top 10 heavyweights is gonna be tough. I don't know if Louis King Kong Ortiz retired or whatnot, but I think he need to retire, but he's still dangerous though. Don't sleep on King Kong. It's just that King Kong, you know what I'm saying, just he went up against tough guys. Wilder
yeah,
was dangerous. He was winning the fight against Wilder. Wilder just got the power. Wilder had the power. Wilder got the speed with the power, and it just he connected. He got the power. I mean, he went up against Andy Ruiz Jr., got the hand speed, got the power. I mean, but it was still a competitive fight. Don't count King Kong out, bro. But if them guys fought him in his prime, I don't know about that one, boy. Whoo! I don't know about fighting no King
did
Kong in his prime, boy. I'm telling you, like
did
that, like that dude got that Cuban style, bro. Like that Cuban style, like King Kong, bro. Like
did Andy Ruiz stop him or did that go 12? I'm trying to remember.
I think that went 12. I
Yeah, I
think he
think it
knocked him
was.
down.
Yeah, I think it was the distance.
I think he knocked him down or whatever.
Yeah.
I think they traded knockdowns, if I'm not mistaken. I think
No, I think Ruiz only went down against Chris Areola. I think
that's probably the fight I'm thinking about.
yeah, he went
But
down
but
twice in that one.
but I think he got hurt in that fight. I think he got hurt. I know he got hurt. I don't know if he went down in that fight,
Mm-hmm.
but he got hurt. He got hurt against King Kong. I don't know. I think maybe twice he got hurt. I don't
His
know if he
punch
went.
output wasn't very high in the Ortiz fight. He was kind of picking his shots. He didn't seem as busy, but I guess
Yeah,
he
because he know he can go to sleep if he ain't be
right,
careful. Because King
right.
Kong got power, crazy power. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? He
so
know he
was
had to be
cautious.
smart. I can respect Andy Ruiz Jr. respecting that power. I mean, he can look. He ain't looking at age. These boxing fans maybe was looking at the age, but yeah, the real ones know. You still respect that power. If not, if you make any kind of character mistake, you talking about Chris Areola. Putting you down. King Kong Ortiz, if you are not careful and not being smart, can knock you out.
Yeah,
Not put you down, but put you to sleep. So I
Yeah,
think
that's
he
the
had to
thing
be.
with Ortiz. Yeah, he got power. It's just like his chin is kind of betraying him now, but he can still pop.
Yeah, I think the age is most definitely also a major factor too, as well as far as his reflexes and things of that nature as well. I seen in that fight. I seen not a major decline, but I seen a decline. You know what I mean? Versus the Wilder fights versus the Jennings fights, the Jennings fight. Um uh he fought some other solid guys, you know what I'm saying? But he just came up short against Wilder, and he came up short against Areola. Well, of course, that's later on in his career, but he came up short against that. Andy Ruiz. I mean Andy Ruiz Jr. I'm talking about Chris Areola, but he came up short
Yeah, and
against Andy
Ruiz.
Ruiz Jr. because we talking about younger fighter of quick, very quick reflexes, very fast. I mean, good timing, not just hand speed, also good timing. Very dangerous boxer puncher, and Andrew Ruiz Jr. You know what I'm saying? So that's just basically what it was, man. I think he fought him in his prime. Yeah, he wasn't gonna beat no King Kong. Not 5 years ago. Nah. Andy
Yeah,
would have
I
lost that
think
one.
those fights with Wilder took a lot out of Ortiz. Just like jumping over to UFC, how Junior Dos Santos fight Cain Velasquez 3 times, and he won the first one, but the last 2 fights were so brutal. He was never the same after that. I seen him get knocked out with a jab after that. It's like some of these guys get so much damage to them that it doesn't. After that, it's like they have no punch resistance anymore like they used to, and that's one of the bad things about boxing. Like, if your defense isn't supreme, then taking shots at heavyweight can wear on you over time.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I mean, it gets to the point where you taking a lot of punishment, but
Yeah,
also how you prepare for a fight. A lot of the training, all the hard work you put into the training, what I'm saying, over the time frame, and then accumulation of taking punishment, accumulation of being in wars. All that sooner or later starts to take a toll on your body, especially when you get to a certain age. You can still be athletic and still be competitive and still be sharp enough to compete, still even at 50. But you're not going to be as fast and as sharp as you was when you was in your 30s or your late 20s or mid 20s. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be taken away from you slightly. You're not gonna be faster on your feet like you was. You know what I mean? Um, so it's just, and I mean, it's like when you have, like you said the truth. You saying the truth, big bro. Like, it's just when you have a lot of wear and tear on your body, and then along with age, all of that accumulation of all that combined takes a toll on the fighter.
I wonder. Speaking of
Hello, real
or
quick, General. Dari Pennant says, I can see Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder 2023.
I
Hey,
hope so.
I hope so, man. Listen, Joshua got to get past Franklin, and I don't know who Wilder is facing. I'm hearing Andy Ruiz Jr. I don't know. I think that might be his next fight. I'm not sure. I don't
I
know
think
what's
that I
going on.
think that fight fell through once Deontay left the PBC. I think the Ruiz fight is off the table now because Ruiz is still with the PBC, and Deontay made it clear that he said he's tired of getting paid late and everything. He's saying his checks was coming late, so I
Excuse me.
think that fight is off the table now.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Well, like, I don't know. That we
You
have
know
to
he's
see.
talking about stepping in and fighting Usyk, but I don't think he wants us. I don't think Wilder can handle that Usyk smoke.
Man, I'll be honest with you, man. Like, I mean, people Wilder been in there with some killers. He been in there with some killers and very skilled fighters. So, do I feel he's intimidated? Like, he been in there with some boxers, maybe not as skilled as some of them may not be as skilled as a Usyk or a Tyson Fury, but I just know that that killer instinct when he got that being trying to murk when he got that killer instinct on his mind, he going in there. He's gonna go in there because he been in there with killers. So I doubt he'll be afraid to step in there with no Usyk. I think the only thing he'll probably be worried about is fatiguing and tiring out, just like Fury was a little
Right.
worried, just like Joshua was a little worried. But when these guys got this, I want to be great and I want to make a statement. I want to prove myself. I think those killers end up stepping in there with each other. They end up wanting to push to fight each other because they know these are legacy defining fights. I think Wilder would fight a Usyk. I don't think he would run from no.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
he'll fight him. Yeah.
he'll most definitely fight a Usyk. I mean, I don't think he'll run. I mean, I think that Anna Ruiz a bigger threat based on power and based on size, but I think Usyk is more uh of a threat too because of the movement. I think that fatiguing and fading and stuff, but I think that Wilder just basically in great shape and prepares and do and he's gonna have to perfect his movement. And I think that's kind of like what Malik Scott was working with him on, like his movement, working at like pivoting. I seen Wilder getting better at pivoting, lateral movement. I see him getting better at getting in, getting out, setting up, and working the angles. I seen him getting better at doing those things. And that's what he should have been doing for the longest. Like that style with a beat would have competed and gave Fury all kind of problems because that's what I know. That's the reason why I know that Usyk is going to give Fury problems. It's going to be the movement. It's going to be the footwork. It's going to be the work in the angles. It's going to be working them angles and pivoting and lateral movement and circling and turning, knowing how to get in range, get out of range. I mean, it's just a lot of that. That's what's going to give Fury problems, and Fury knows it. Not saying Fury's scared of Usyk, but he knows that this man is the elite level mover or elite level fighter, period, in general. And he know that's one problem is the pace that he fights at. His movement is a problem. And I think that Wilder feels that he feel like, hey man, I can be fast on my feet too. I don't think people know that I can be fast on my feet too. Like I'm Wilder technically is tall and everything, long reach and everything, but the dude can move fast on his feet if he wants to. I've seen this dude move fast on his feet. I've seen this dude run. So dude can move fast on his feet. The dude is still technically, what's that weight class under heavyweight? Bridger weight. But Wilder was bro. Some people was like, Wilder really ain't nothing but no cruiser. He ain't nothing but a cruiserweight. So I think that he feels that being lighter, going up against a Usyk, I can be fast enough to catch this dude to knock him out. As far as Fury know he got to come in a certain weight. He know he got to come in certain come in shape and come in a certain size and come in shape in a way that his movement is going to be fluent. And his movement, he gonna have to be elusive. He gonna have to be very elusive to be able to keep up with the pace of Usyk. Fury knows this. He ain't just looking that he got the reach. He ain't just looking that he got the reach and he got a beautiful jab. He can just be jabbing his face. But if Usyk with the great movement, head movement, and footwork take away the jab, then what else? I mean, if he takes away the 1-2, if he takes away the right hand, he take away all his shots. If he takes away and diffuse what Fury is trying to do with great movement, great head movement, great defense, parrying shots, turning him and making him do all this extra work. Fury knows that this can be a problem. This can be a serious problem. This little smaller guy moving everywhere around that ring, hitting me, boom, catch me, and I can't get in position. I can't get into rhythm. So that's what I feel, could be the issue and can slightly be the problem. Carlos Rosado says, Tuck, my God, salute. Just dropping by to show love. Just show love, fam. Ain't going to be able to catch the live stream. That's okay, Carlos, man. Much love and respect to you, my great brother, man. Thank you for joining us, man. Appreciate you, bro. Popcorn Boxing says, what do you guys think about Fury versus Usyk? Did Fury duck? Hey, big bro, I'm gonna let you kind of like let them know how you feel about the situation, and then I'll piggyback off of you. Hold on, let me get to this comment real quick before we get
Okay.
into this. Dari Pennant says Prime Lewis Ortiz versus Jared Anderson would be interesting. Yeah, that would have been a great
Yeah,
fight in his
that'd be a
prime.
great fight.
Yeah, you talking about some guys that can box their butt off. Two boxer punches like that. That would have been a great fight. Popcorn Boxing says Luis Ortiz was awesome back in 2016. A shame nobody fought him. Yeah, man, that's a long story, man. Like, uh, I mean, I don't really like to talk about it or get into it. You know what I mean? But it was more to the story on why so he couldn't get the certain fights that we wanted to see him. Certain fighters, why he couldn't get in the ring with certain fighters, why certain fighters. I don't know, man. It's a long story. Like I would love to really one day go into full detail on what was taking place and what was going on and why certain fights couldn't be made regarding Louis King Kong Ortiz. It's a long story. Dory Pennant says, "Who's winning, Prime Louis Ortiz or versus Alexander Usyk?" Man, them two styles right there, man. Them some crafty boxers right there. So both of them in their prime, that would have been epic. Like just like a Frank Sanchez, another Cuban fighter that reminds me of Luis Ortiz, like more like that Cuban style. Frank Sanchez and Alexander Usyk. You talking about a chess match, a war, chess match, war. Technically, two technicians going at it, man. Like I don't know, man. That would have been crazy, bro. I can't
I,
even.
I, I got Usyk slightly, but I don't think it's by knockout. I think it might even be like a split decision.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying. But yeah, maybe like a split decision in a very, very,
yeah,
very close fight. That would be close in their
yeah.
primes. Yeah,
I would have
that would have
liked
been
that
very.
fight.
That would be very close because I could see Usyk having some being challenged, being that can be some tough challenges like a Frank Sanchez type of style, or like a prime Louis King Kong Ortiz type of style. Those will be the type of styles that can cause Usyk some problems.
Yeah,
Yeah, those are very good challenging fights for him right there. You know what I'm saying? Real
absolutely.
challenging fights. But general, so we go we go back to popcorn boxing's question.
Yeah,
What do you guys think about Fury versus Usyk? Did Fury duck? All right, I got to go cut the light on. General, go ahead and
go ahead and
just
set it off.
go ahead
I'm
and
gonna set it
get it
off.
started, man. And then I'm gonna go behind. I'm gonna follow up. I'm gonna follow up. Let me cut
One
this light
time for
on.
you mind, y'all, is Fury ducking Usyk. He's ducking him like Daffy. Daffy Duck, Donald Duck. Yeah, he's ducking. Um, and I was the biggest Tyson Fury dude, but nah. I mean, I'm seeing all types of interviews. I'm watching Usyk's people with Frank Warren, and they were telling Frank Warren, "Hey, man, like we don't hold nothing against you. You guys did everything in your power to make the fight happen." They said Tyson Fury is the one that keeps coming up with stipulations and trying to, once Usyk agrees to this, then he adds something else in there. Then when he agrees to that, he throws something else in there. But there's rumors that Fury injured his elbow, and so they're saying they don't know if he was just stalling to get healed. And I'm not sure, but it's looking like a duck to me because if you want to make the fight happen, then you got to get off social media. For one, all he's doing is coming on Instagram calling Usyk names every 5 minutes. It's like, dude, this ain't verbal boxing. We want to see you in the ring, not just running your mouth. But and plus we're getting conflicting stories. One, Frank Warren says that Fury's got sparring partners and he flew his trainer in, and Sugar Hill said, "Nah, I'm not working with him. I'm with the Coley." So Sugar Hill saying that's not true. So it's a lot of stories, and John Fury's being real quiet right now. So absolutely, Tyson Fury is ducking like Daffy. What's your thoughts, Andrew?
I mean, like, man, listen.
Let him have it, Andrew. Andrew about to unload the clip on y'all.
It's it seems like the same games being played all over again. The same games being the same games being
Yep.
played all over again. When a fighter, right? A fighter makes you an offer, right? And and the one fight and the other fighter be like, no, we ain't going with it. And then the other fighter, his team be like, okay, then what's y'all what y'all offering? What is y'all what are y'all what is going to be what's going to be the next offer? What you guys give us an offer, and then give us an offer, and we'll decide if it's a fair offer or if it's a fair offer or not. If it's something that we can agree to, if it's something that we we are comfortable with. You know what I'm saying? So Tyson Fury, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, big bro. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. My brother, all our brothers in the chat. He came with 730. I think it was a 730, right? 730, right? He came with
Right.
730. He came
Yeah.
with 730. So that the 730 was to see was Usyk and his team was going to be like, no, nah, it ain't happening.
Yeah.
But a fighter that believes in himself, that believes in his skills, that believes in his abilities, be like, no, okay, that's cool. 730, we'll take it. Because that's how much Usyk knows and believes that he will beat Fury. And his team was like, okay, we can settle with that. We can settle
Yeah.
with the 70-30. We can settle with that because we know our fighter is going to win. We can settle with that because we know we get in there, we beat this guy, we take that WBC title, we become undisputed, right? My fighter becomes undisputed, and that only raises his stock. That only puts him in position for bigger paydays. That only puts him in position for another big fight, and we know there's going to be big fights, and there's going to be a lot more money to be made, especially if Usyk was to beat Tyson Fury and take that WBC title. And the fight was being held over there in Saudi Arabia, I believe, right?
I believe so.
It was going to be over there in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
So both fighters was even that 30% was still going to be a nice decent payday for Usyk.
Yeah.
Usyk was content with that amount. He was content with that. He's like, okay, they're entitled to the biggest piece of the they was entitled to the biggest piece of the pie, right? They're entitled to get a higher percentage, so we let them have that. Okay. So we're gonna settle with our 30%. We're gonna get in there. We're gonna beat this man. But here comes the stipulations. Guess what? I'm gonna take the 3730. Call your bluff. Call your bluff. I'm gonna call your bluff because I know that you're bluffing. I know that you're playing games because I know even if I accepted the 730, let's see what excuse you was going to come up with. Let's see how you and your team, how Mr. Frank Warren and Mr. Bob Arum, let's see what this is going to put in your head next. Let's see what excuses and see how they can work around with us accepting that offer. Let's see what they're going to come up with. Let's see how they're going to see if they can wiggle their way out and work around this because it's something not adding up, right? Something not adding up. Because I know when you agree upon terms, a fighter, Usyk and his team, they agree upon all terms. They're okay with the 70-30 split. They're okay with that. Okay. They agreed upon all terms. And however y'all wanna do it, whatever is being stated in the contract, no rematch. Usyk is all good. The man just want to take that WBC title away from that man. 30% is still a good, even because I know uh, they're going to be getting paid good. So I know that 30% was still good money for Usyk. You know what I'm saying? So he not crying about that 30%. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Even though he's entitled to more, he's not crying about that 30%. He just want to get in there and whoop your behind and take that WBC title and become undisputed and move on.
Right.
Because he know beating you put him in position for bigger paydays. Beating you
Absolutely.
put him in position and solidify his legacy. But it puts him in bigger position for bigger fights. It's gonna raise his stock. It's gonna raise his what he's gonna be worth as a fighter is gonna increase. You know what I'm saying? What he's gonna be worth. You know what I'm saying? Beating you in Saudi Arabia, don't matter if it was over there in the United Kingdom, it doesn't matter. Just beating you. And it would have been great if it would have been in the United Kingdom, because I know he would have loved to fight over there in the United Kingdom. I know he would have loved to fight over there to prove that he can beat this man, take his title over there in his own backyard. But guess what? They wanted in Saudi Arabia. So, okay, cool. Saudi Arabia putting up big, these guys, these investors or whatever, putting up big money or whatnot. Okay, they know that we got to pay these fighters a certain amount. Okay, the teams know, the network, all that there, everything was pretty much a done deal. But here comes Fury, Bob Arum, Frank Warren, and and all of them guys want to make things difficult. Come with these, like you say, big bro, with these stipulations, because it's still, they wanted to take it even lower. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. They wanted to even take it lower. Not just only give him 30%. Hey man, let's try to see if we can get it down to 20%.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
They was trying to take it lower than 30, man. That's crazy.
Listen, knowing how Fury play games, knowing how Frank Warren operates, they all about making sure that they fighter is secured and that they feel that he's worth. Now, I'm not saying that Fury's not worth this amount of money, or Fury is not entitled to get the highest percentage split. I'm not saying that he's not entitled to a 70% versus Usyk's 30%. I'm not saying that he's not entitled to a 80-20. I'm not saying that. Okay? I'm not saying that at all. But what I'm saying is that they just want to make sure that because they feel that their fighter was worth way more than any other fighter. So they want to make sure they getting the highest percentage of the purse split, the highest percentage of the money, because they know that these guys are paying good, and they all got to get paid. So they want to make sure the fighter is getting paid a significant amount. They're generating a decent amount of money from the event itself. So they getting paid a decent amount. So, you know, the Saudis and all that, they do feel like Fury is a decent investment, right? So they'll know how much money to put into the pot. You know what I mean? Usyk ain't tripping. You can pay this man nothing but $2 million. He'll still get in that ring and get in that ring, and because he really want legacy. He wants to be undisputed. It's all about the legacy. It's more about legacy with him than just the money. You know what I'm saying? With Fury, it's just a big payday. Do he really want the legacy that bad that he got to come with all these stipulations and play these mind games and play these games? Because it's some things that he because he dealing with some type of mental issues or something like that. Like because he's basically, you know, in partnership, even though you have a manager, you have a co-promoter and things of that nature, but he's really in partnership. So basically he in a way can call the shots. So he'd be like, this is what we're going to do. We'll stall him out and see if he just give up. Let's just keep, because we got him where we want him. So we're going to keep coming, probably come with another low ball offer, even lower offer. and see if he accepts this, because we want to make him turn the other way, because maybe we got another fight planned, another bigger fight planned before aiming for undisputed. And maybe if we get this big fight, Francis Ngannou or whoever, if we get this big fight, generate way more money than the Usyk fight, maybe we just sit back and relax and chill, because we done made some good money undisputed. That's basically what I'm picking up, what I'm starting to read from this man playing games.
Right.
When he was a unified champion, and no hate, no disrespect to Tyson Fury, when he was unified champion, did he defend those unified titles the first time?
Good point.
Did he defend those unified titles the first time? You think he really care about them belts? No. It's about money with this man. With Usyk, it's about legacy. And I'm not saying that it's not about legacy with Fury, but his actions is speaking louder than his words. I'm gonna get to this chat, man. Let's get to this chat before I let you. I want you to cook a little bit more on this, big bro. Adori Pennant says UFC is pointless because they knock out a lot of people with their hands. Might as well do boxing and make big millions that way. But one thing I can say about UFC, the best fighting the best, that's like norm. That's like the norm. Like the best fighting the best is like the norm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if John Jones and Cyril Gahn would have been in boxing, we wouldn't see that fight for another 5 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Dana White made it happen now.
Yeah, exactly, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't worried about that. We need to stay focused and how boxing can do better, how they can do better. And right now, the Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Tate Davis, they are pretty much lighting that fire. They're lighting that fire.
Yeah.
They're lighting that fire. I'm telling you, they're lighting that fire, bro. They are setting the bar. Like them dudes fighting each other, and then you got Caleb Plant, David Benavidez, two of the best. Ryan Garcia, Tank Davis, two of the best. Now, when you're talking about undisputed, who else we can say? You know what I'm saying? We can say Josh Taylor and Jose Ramirez. They did it not too long ago. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know what I mean? Like
you said something interesting though when you said Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou, and that's what I'm starting to hear. It seems like he wants to take a bigger payday with lesser risk because he feels like, well, I can do it in Ngannou and make more money. Why risk losing my belts against some dude that you got to be in supreme shape to fight? So I think you hit it right on the target when you said that.
Yeah, bro. Like it's like you can connect the dots very well. It's like it's not hard to connect the dots on the way that this guy is moving, the way that these games are being played. Man, yeah. It's like it's not easy to solve this unsolved mystery.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like Dragonlad says, Fury is a buster and a fraud. Man, I ain't finna be negative on here, bro. Y'all's trying to start. So, bro, I ain't like that, bro. I ain't saying all that, Dragonlad. Much love and respect to Dragonlad. Dragonlad gonna keep it real. He ain't gonna bite his tongue. He called it like it is. I know Popcorn Boxing the same way. He gonna speak his mind. Adori Pinnock, they gonna speak their mind, man. I know how y'all brothers is, man. I know y'all brothers gonna just keep it real. Athletic Mind, I know how all y'all guys gonna keep it. Y'all just real. I know y'all real. But guess what? Y'all know we real too. We gonna keep it real. We choose not to really. We don't like coming at fighters, man. We don't like disrespecting fighters. We really don't like holding them accountable. But we gonna call it like we see it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna call it like we see it. But the man is playing games. The man is acting like he's not trying to fight. He's trying to. He's coming like Big Bro said. He's coming with all these stipulations. Dragon Leg, I feel your pain, bro. Like yeah, I hate to say it. Like being Big Bro, I know we feeling the same way, but we don't want to say it. But he acting like a buster. He acting like a buster for real.
Yeah, it's like he's like these internet dudes now that just have get online and start talking junk. All he's doing is getting online calling Usyk names. Like, dude, ain't nobody fooled by that. You can call him every name in the book, but do you want to get in the ring?
Yeah, exactly, bro. Like for real. Dragonland says Fury true colors are out. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Like, bro,
yeah,
you showing your true
absolutely.
colors, bro. Like for real, you don't took off the mask. Like you showing that, like you took off the mask. Like first, man, you the man. Like you that big bad wolf. You the Incredible Hulk. But you like nowadays, like recently, you acting like Cinderella. It's like the Incredible Hulk transformed into Cinderella. Like you mentioned Usyk, what I mean, the man accept the offer, the man accept the 70-30, the man accepting all these offers, accepting everything. Y'all in control of everything. Y'all want everything y'all way. Guess what? He won't. He everything y'all doing. And guess what? He with it. He with the program. He gonna accept whatever y'all that y'all anything y'all everything y'all send his way.
Yep.
Usyk wouldn't even care if it was a 80-20.
Yeah.
Usyk wouldn't care. Usyk will accept it. He want that belt.
Yeah.
He want to make a little money, but he want legacy before he want legacy more than anything. He wants to listen. The man knows that he got like maybe 4 or 5 more fights, and then he out. So he wants to get that last belt, that last piece of the puzzle, so he can be undisputed, defend those undisputed titles, and then and fight a few more times, win or lose, and get out of the sport. You holding it up with this
Yeah.
one WBC title, making all these stipulations. Undisputed is right there. You want undisputed, then act like it. Your actions are showing that you just want a big payday. You don't want undisputed. Your actions are showing that you kind of feel you may feel that this man can tire you out, beat you, take your title, and embarrass you. But you're
Yeah.
supposed to be one of the best fighters in the world. Come on, man. What's up with that? What's up with your mental state of mind? Like, what is it? What's it? So 1 minute you talking trash, but where's the fight? The fight ain't announced. The fight ain't solidified. The fight ain't a done deal. But you talking trash. If talk trash after the fight is signed and delivered,
Right.
then you talk your trash. You don't talk trash and then come up with an offer. They accept. Y'all playing games. Y'all got other plans. Then you come on here and talk trash like this man at fault. But no, you at fault. What you talking trash for? You the reason why the fight ain't happening.
He had
You're the
he had
reason why
all
the
this
fight ain't official.
he had all this advice for AJ on what to do to Usyk. You know, he's telling him do this, attack the body, do this, do that. Well, now's your chance to implement what you were telling AJ to do. Now you can go in there and see if it actually works.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Like you giving to AJ all this advice. Well, go ahead and go lead. Show us. Lead by example. Lead by
Right.
example. Go. You telling AJ what to do. Go show us how AJ's supposed to beat Usyk. Show
Yeah.
us. Show us.
Tutorial.
Stop talking. Stop talking trash. Stop coming with all these stipulations. Stop coming with these lowball offers that Usyk is accepting, and make a statement and show us how Joshua was supposed to beat Usyk. Go show us. Stop
Right.
talking. Stop talking, because
Yeah. Doing all that.
you're making yourself look delusional. You're making yourself look like a clown. Publicly important figure, important superstar boxer, making yourself look like a humongous fool because you're a superstar. So you're making yourself look like a superstar, a humongous superstar clown.
You know what it's like, Andrew? It's like back in the days when we was in grade school and somebody be like, "Hey, we're gonna fight after school at 3 o'clock," and you like, "Nah," you like, "Yeah, we're gonna fight," and then you know when it's getting close to the bell sound, and you like, "Well, nah, man, you a stupid head, you a poopy face." You sit there calling him names and like, dude, he's like, "Hey, we about to fight," like. Nah, man, you a idiot. Like, dude, stop calling me names and let's go out back. Like, stop
Hey,
with all the.
hey, for real, bro. You taking it back. See the thing is, listen, and like the people gotta know. The people gotta know. Let's get to these comments real quick, and then I'm
Okay.
finna say this. I'm finna say this because this gotta be said.
Oh,
Adori
we
Pennis
about to drop
says
bombs.
definitely. My brother Dragonlad says Usyk know how AJ felt. Absolutely, and I'm about to get into that.
Yeah.
Adori Pennis says definitely. My brother Mark Horn in the building. Much love and respect to my brother Mark Horn, one of the generals. He says, as a Brit, I am ashamed. He is a disgrace. End of story. Hey, Mark,
Wow.
I want to apologize. I want to apologize, General. I know how you feeling right now, man. I'm feeling the same way. I'm feeling the same way, bro. Like it's embarrassing right now. It's embarrassing. He talking trash, but he don't know that he embarrassing himself and making it worse.
Yeah.
Because he's to hold up a reason why that the undisputed bout is not announced and is not official yet. He's the problem. Him and his team is the problem, and he's talking trash and still just rumbling and making and running his mouth and trying to make it seem like they it like come on, bro. It's embarrassing. It's sad, and he
Yeah.
just he's making himself look like a big giant walking talking contradiction. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like it's just crazy, bro. You know what I'm
And
saying?
I
Adore
don't
Pennant
think
says
he's
Daniel
that loose
Dubois.
before.
Adore Pennant says Daniel Dubois is not seasoned enough to fight Alexander Usyk. Yeah, we was talking about that.
I
Uh
agree about that.
Mark Horn says the man has come across as a fraud. Yeah, man, I ain't want to say it, Mark Horn, but hey, that's what he it's starting to it's not looking good, bro. It's not looking good.
Not a good look, Fury. You looking mad suspect, bro.
Yeah, for real, man. Puro, our brother Puro in the building. He says, "At much love and respect." Puro says, "A salute, J. Roos."
Oh, thank you, man. Salute, bro. Much respect. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you, Puro. Much love and respect to all our brothers in the chat, man. We love you guys. Hey, but listen, I'm gonna say this, man. So many guys want to expose Fury, but they got a lot of love and respect for him that they didn't want to expose him. See, they kept see Usyk now is now finding out what Joshua has been going through. He's been going through what he's been dealing with when it comes to Fury. The games Fury's been playing, even when it came to Anthony Joshua's. Okay. Now Usyk is starting to realize and know that he's starting to see Usyk is starting to see the same games that Fury played with Joshua. He's playing those same games with him. And the person that was about to expose that was Derek Teixeira. They kept his mouth closed. They kept interrupting him, you know what I'm saying? Because he was about to expose Tyson Fury and tell the truth about the situation regarding Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. But you got all these delusional boxing fans attacking Anthony Joshua, and he was not the reason why that fight did not happen. It was Tyson Fury and his team the reason why the Joshua fight is not happening. And what Derek Chisora was about to expose was the same thing that Alexander Usyk is now dealing with. It's Tyson Fury playing mind games. Frank Warren and Bob Arum alongside him is playing games. This man agreed to everything that they were sending his way or whatever offer, whatever stipulation. They were trying to come with everything to dance around the real true fact that they're looking for the bigger fight. They're looking for a bigger fight than a Usyk. They feel like we can take that fight at a later date. You know what I'm saying? They making it seem like Fury really wants this fight, but he wants a bigger name and a fighter that's not even in the sport of boxing. He wants a certain fighter that he feels that can generate a certain amount of money, which is more popular, can sell out better than an Alexander Usyk. So he's worrying about money. Him and his team is worrying about money instead of legacy. Usyk wants legacy. Fury wants the big payday. I hate to say this, and I'm on record. I don't like disrespecting the fighters. Much love and respect to all the gladiators and warriors that step in the ring. But Fury has turned into a massive, humongous diva.
Uh-oh, you hear that, Fury? You hear that? You hear that? Your fans is your people's turning on you, man. You ain't gonna be able to sell tickets except to your family. Well, you know it's a trip, Andrew. Remember when they were putting pressure on Tommy Fury? They said if you don't beat Jake Paul, we're gonna disown you from the family. Well, what's Tyson Fury doing right now? Should his family disown him for ducking Usyk?
Man, the thing is that it's embarrassing because, and I think, and you know who else I feel is it's kind of like shaking his head, like, man, I can't agree with this.
Who's
Like
that?
his own father.
Yeah, he's quiet right now. He knows he has a huge amount of respect for the Ukrainians, and he knows they're like people of principle, they're people of character, they're hard workers. So he knows it's not a good thing what Tyson Fury's doing, and I think he knows his son was in for quite a night had he taken the fight. But it's just not. If I mean, dude, if I got a fight coming up and I'm injured, I'm gonna just say, hey, nah, I'm injured right now, but once I heal up, I'm not gonna just keep coming online insulting the guy. What kind of stuff is that? Like, I'm gonna just come online and call you names?
Yeah, for real, man. Hey, anybody wanna hop on, man, and chop it up with us and talk boxing with us, man? We gonna
Yeah.
be on for another 30 minutes. So like a Puro, man. If you got something that you want to share, you want to talk, you want to share with us, or you want to cook on this topic, man, you more than welcome. I'm finna put the link in the chat, or anybody, man, anybody welcome to join us, bro.
And
Like,
anybody out there that thinks Fury isn't ducking and thinks Usyk is ducking, please hop on and let us know why you think that's the case. Because I'd be real curious to hear why. Because Tyson Fury's trying to give the impression that Usyk is ducking, and we ain't nobody falling for it. We all
yeah,
see through that like a peephole. We're not buying it. He might be trying to sell it, but we ain't buying it.
yeah, man. Like, yeah, like it's some weak cologne. I ain't buying it. He
Right.
the seller sprayed it on me, and I was like, oh man, this smells foul. I
Yeah.
ain't buying it. I ain't buying it. It's not. I ain't buying it, bro.
Nah, man. It's like, I mean, it just, I mean, who does he think he's fooling? Does he think the public is like, oh, okay? I mean, uh, holla at us.
My brother Puro. If you're not subscribed, go subscribe. My brother Puro is in the building. You
What
know
up,
what I'm
fellas?
saying? What's going on with you, my great
Hey,
brother,
what's up,
man?
man? Salute.
Same old, same old. Salute, J. Roos. Salute, man. What's going on with y'all?
Thanks
Man,
much, man.
we
We
talk.
want to hear what your take is on the matter.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's why I put on the chat At where he said, "Hey, did he turn into a diva?" I'm like, turned. I mean, to me, like I'm I'm not the biggest Tyson Fury fan. I think he's a clown, to be honest. Um, I actually think he beats Usyk fairly easily, to
Woo!
be
Oh,
honest.
okay.
So ducking, I won't go that far, but I mean, obviously he's a diva, man, because he's like, I mean, he did the shit with AJ, which I knew was bullshit from the get. I mean, like,
Yeah,
I mean, how could anybody take that offer seriously when you give him a week and then AJ's coming off with 2 losses? I mean, to me it didn't compute. And
Right.
then he went to go fight a trilogy that nobody wanted to see. So I mean, like, I don't know what he's doing. I'm thinking it's about the money. Like people don't really know Usyk other than the hardcores, you know.
yeah,
Yeah.
So that's somebody where I could see that he's gonna carry everything, if he fights in
Yeah.
England. Like, I'm not saying that nobody doesn't know who Usyk is, but he's not like he's an excellent fighter, but he don't have that type of fan base, that brings like the top dollar. So yeah, that's what I could see, bro. Because like, I mean, yeah, I don't know. That's what I say, man. He's a clown, bro. But like, I just think Usyk's an awesome fighter. But I just think literally Fury is just a better, bigger version of Usyk. Everybody forgets because he fought a kind of a different style versus Deontay, and that's because like he 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 fought the way he used to fight in the first fight, and he almost got knocked out in that first fight. He almost got knocked out in the third fight, but still,
Yeah.
like he just saw that it was easier to beat Deontay Wilder by backing him up and leaning on him. But like
yeah,
before the Deontay Wilder fight, he fought like boring as hell. Before like the reason I didn't like him because I thought it was like super boring. But
Yeah.
like but then he
yeah,
was just a clown. I mean, he just for me, he's a fighter that it makes it very easy for not to like him. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
not
Yeah.
Like, and
not to take away none of his skills. He's highly skilled.
yeah, that's what I was saying, man. He is very skilled. You know what I'm saying? So is Usyk, skilled,
Hmm.
very
Hmm.
skilled. See the thing. That's what we was just talking about a little while ago. Like he would aim because it's more to fit right now for Fury. I'm not saying that he don't want legacy, but for Fury, it's more of the bigger paydays because he'll rather
Yeah.
go fight a Francis Ngannou. He would take a fourth match with Wilder or a Francis Ngannou or any other fight that he feel that is going to generate more money than the Usyk fight, and I'm not going to lie, they will generate more money than the Usyk fight. It will be a bigger event between him and Francis Ngannou, between him and Deontay Wilder, between him and a Joshua. Those are bigger fights, hands down. Ain't nobody can argue the fact. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? We want undisputed. Like, can you do this for the boxing fans? Can you do it for the people that really believe in your skills and your abilities, believe in you being great, believe in Usyk being great, believe at two of the best fighters in the world going at it? Like, can you do it for the boxing fans? Can you do it for those who support you? You know what I'm saying? For the people that do support you and support the fighters and respect the fighters and love the fighters, can you give us this? Can you give us what we've been asking for a very long time? And that's undisputed. It's for legacy. The money is secured. The money is there. Do it for legacy, brother. Coming with all these stipulations and coming with all these ridiculous this and that. Not saying that Fury is not entitled to the bigger piece of the pie. Not saying that Fury is not entitled to the bigger purse. Not saying that Fury is in position to receive a bigger purse. Because Usyk, he's okay with every offer, everything they're throwing his way. Usyk is with it because Usyk believes in his skills and his abilities and believes that he is one of the best pound for pound fighters in the world. So many hundreds of amateur bouts, Olympic gold medal, probably two-time Olympic gold medal. He believed that he don't seen this style before, that he can beat this guy. He believes in his skills and his abilities. He believes in his talent. He believes in becoming a future Hall of Famer. He believes in legacy over money. This guy ain't playing around. You know what I'm saying? Whether people may believe Fury's going to win, or people may believe Usyk's going to win, or people may believe it's a close fight, or people may believe Fury's the bigger version of Usyk, or people may believe that Usyk movement is going to give Fury hard time, and Fury admitted himself that keeping up with Usyk pace is going to be a nightmare.
Yep.
What is it? Something ain't adding up. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you know, like you're showing us that you're not acting like you really believe that you can win this fight, even though a lot of us may feel that you can win it. And just like you said, Piro, easy. What's the holdup? What's the problem? Now, I know Frank Warren and Bob Arum be in his ears. Fury has some say-so as well. But at the end of the day, your actions are showing us that you not wanting legacy. It's just all about money and not legacy. Piro, I said this earlier. Did he or did he not defend his unified titles when he was unified champion back in the day?
Believe no.
No,
because he won him from Klitschko, and then he had the coke thing, and he didn't even fight he was supposed to fight the rematch, and he retired, right? Essentially,
he retired, and he retired. So I know that's the reason why I don't like to really come at fighters like a lot of people come at these fighters, because I like to go to the source, and the source is telling me that it's a mental battle that he's facing. It's a mental condition he's still facing. Maybe it's a little bit of doubt that I can't lose to this man. So I'm going to keep playing these games. I'm going to aim for bigger money fights. Then we'll get back to him later, and maybe he go in a different direction. Man, it's too many games being played, bro. Yeah. Fury right now is acting like a diva. He want the big paydays. But what about the legacy defining fight, bro? I don't care if they was fighting in Saudi Arabia, and I don't care whatever venue or stadium they fight now, whatever venue they fight at. I wouldn't care if it was nothing but 200 people in that building or whatever they fight. I wouldn't care if it was 200 live people there live. 200 people there live, as long as we get undisputed. Now, I know that that's not going to ever happen, or that's not going to be fair to the people that's putting a lot of money, that invested a lot of money in this event, because I know they got to get paid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know that this has to be I know that the business side, I understand. I know it makes a lot of sense. A lot of people ain't gonna understand because maybe they haven't dealt in business and things and invested money. Because when you invest in something, you're looking to double. You're looking to increase your profit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're not investing to lose. You're investing to win and get more
Yeah.
and gain more, and looking for it to grow and looking for it for looking investing in something that you believe that's going to be very successful and that's going to build you an empire. So
Yeah.
it's the same situation regarding the Saudis or whoever putting up big money, the networks that's working with these investors, that's putting up the big money, that's making sure the fighters getting paid a significant amount, and especially getting paid what they feel the fighters are worth, and everything, everybody, the ticket sales, the pay-per-view, all of that, the whole entire event, everything, everybody got to get paid. I understand. But at the end of the day, I believe that this fight is big enough that both fighters walk away comfortable. And I feel that the fight is big enough that it's big enough for us to see who is the undisputed heavyweight champion, bro.
Yeah.
They owe this to us, bro. But we got a man holding this up. It's not, they ain't got much time. Usyk ain't got much time. What the man is 35. He probably got
Yeah, he's
maybe
up there.
he got 4 or 5 more fights left. You know what I'm saying?
We're investors too, by the way. We're investors too.
Yeah, we're investors too, because we invest into these fighters.
Yeah, no, we
We
pay. Like this shit ain't free, you know.
That's what I'm saying, bro. We invest into these fighters. We pay for these pay-per-views. We pay for these subscriptions. We put you, just like you, Piro. I used to do it. I know. I'm pretty sure my big bro. I'm pretty sure big bro Jay Roos. I'm pretty sure you, big bro Piro. Probably started going to live fights before I did. I only went to a few live fights, but I know Piro, you've been doing a lot lately, and I know Jay Roos used to do it. You know, a lot with him and the family and stuff like that. And I used to do it. So yeah, it's been a lot of contributing and to the sport. You know what I'm saying?
Max.
And also I respect the sport because I used to be a somewhat of a student of a game. I was an amateur boxer.
I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's going to be a certain respect that I have for these fighters may be different from all these other channels.
I hear you.
Some of these some. You know what I'm saying? I might have a different perspective. I might have a real elite boxing eye. So that's why I don't like to call fighters bombs, Piro. Call them, we don't do that over here. Like I agree with you. We don't call them cab drivers and all, because we don't know the process. You don't know how hard it is to even prepare for a fight. A lot of these guys, they on the outside looking in. That's why I don't try to come at. I respect all these gladiators that step in that ring, all these warriors. I'm not attacking Fury. I don't hate Fury, but I'm gonna call him out on his BS, Piro.
Yeah. There's a lot of BS to call out. A lot of BS to call out.
Yeah, bro. We go.
Fury. You owe us.
Nah, it's just always doing that shit. I mean, it is what it is, bro. I mean,
I originally said that Fury would win the fight, but now that he's looking suspect, I'm changing I think Usyk would win now, just because I feel like Fury must see something that I didn't see. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna go with Usyk now.
Popcorn Boxing says, D Shame. I still think back in 2015 when I thought Fury was going to dominate for years, like Joe Louis. And then our brother Will in the building. He says, G, catching a live salute, Mr. T and J Rules. Much love and respect to you, Will.
Out, man.
Mark Horn says, brothers, the Spartan gladiator has put down his shield and ran out of the arena. I have never seen a traveler run far from any fight until now. He's shamed his culture. Mark is upset. Hey, Piro,
that's a fact, though. I mean, these motherfuckers are fighters, bro.
Like Mark is over there. Mark love Fury. He looks, man. He respect his UK fighters, bro, and that's one of the fighters that he loved and has so much love and respect for. This Mark Horn is very upset. He's over there. This is a fighter that they have so much love and respect for, that they highly respect, that they highly honor, other than Joshua Dillian and a lot of other Derek Chisora, a lot of other great Joe Joyce, a lot of great other fighters out of the United Kingdom. But Fury is that the guy, so he's very upset, bro. Like this, I can feel his pain, just like I know you feel his pain, Piro. I know you feel his pain, Jay Roos. I know you guys feel his pain, especially him. Like this guy's over there in the atmosphere. Like this guy's is feeling it right now, bro. And I feel bad because he's over there in that atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I hear you.
Yeah, man. Adori Penna says, can heavyweight boxing be popular like NFL, basketball, baseball if it was pushed properly in America? Boxing is a big sport because it's worldwide. It has a strong foundation. So boxing is very big. You know what I'm saying? Especially over here in America. Is it as big as baseball, basketball, NFL? It's behind those sports, but it's still a popular sport.
At one
time, it's dead. My bad, Gabriel. My bad, Gabriel.
I'm sorry. I was saying one time boxing was the biggest sport.
It was. No, I'm not even trying to joke, though. I actually think it's dead, and it actually pisses me off, to be honest. And it has to do with a lot of the political bullshit, and it's just it's got a lot of factors, bro. But like you said, I go to these fights live, bro. I just remember pre-pandemic, like my dad's house is across the street from the Home Depot Center. Well, it's called the Dignity Health Park or whatever. Like it didn't matter if the fighters weren't known. Like California is usually a big ass boxing town. Like these fights, it don't matter if there's a fight, this shit gonna sell out, especially a little small stadium like that. It's a tennis stadium.
Right.
They had Jamal and Castano there for undisputed, bro. It was half empty. Like
Wow.
it's just I actually have an idea why it's not as big as it used to be. One is they're putting pay-per-view. A lot of people think even back then they used to think, oh, if you're pay-per-view, you made it. Now pay-per-view is strictly for fights that people want to see. Like they're asking you for extra money for what you already paid to watch two boxers you really want to see fight. They don't want to see Tank versus somebody they never heard of, or David versus somebody they never heard of. You got to be like literally a big time boxer, to do something like that, and and unfortunately it's that. And then also for the casual, which is the one that usually like makes these fucking events. They have no way to like literally to me a lot of boxing lives on YouTube. A lot of casuals aren't on YouTube. If they're on YouTube, they're doing something else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Boxing is very popular because, I mean, you got even though we have not a good percentage of, we have a low percentage of very popular fighters, right? We have a low percentage of very popular fighters. But if you got YouTubers, NFL players, mixed martial artists, or UFC fighters, all of them are participating in boxing. So even when they come over to the world of boxing, they still giving boxing the recognition. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, and it's sad that NFL players, basketball players, and all of them got to come over here just to make boxing, just to give boxing the spotlight. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad because boxing don't have many mega stars. You know what I mean? It doesn't. But it's still a popular sport. But it still has a strong foundation because it's a worldwide sport. So boxing can be really big over there in China. Boxing can be really big over there in Japan. Boxing can be really big over there in Russia. Boxing can be real over there in certain parts of Asia. Boxing can be real big in certain parts, certain parts of South America, North America, certain continents. Boxing is just a worldwide sport. That's why it is a big sport. But when we talk about American over here in America, as far as North America and as far as this country, United States, I agree with you, Piro. It's slightly dead. Yeah, it's slightly dead.
Yeah. Well, it's just, look, Ryan and Tank to me proved it. Like literally, like obviously, like Tank and Ryan are my favorite fighters. Obviously it's not for a belt, so it's like when it comes to like something that's like they're fighting for like a humongous fight legacy wise and popularity wise, it's not that because there's no title on the line. but still, it got made before the fight that really people like the diehards, because in my opinion, like diehards are really the ones that really want to watch Bud and Earl because they're the only ones that know them. You get what I'm saying? I mean, it's
Right.
reflected by their numbers. You get what I'm saying? And it's
Right.
unfortunate. It's a damn shame. But the thing is that, and I think it has to do a lot with the promoters. The promoters aren't doing their job. I don't think the promoters are doing their job, to be
Yeah, I
honest.
think you're right about that too. But I think free if you had certain fights on free television, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
A lot of them viewerships doing a couple of million. You
Mm-hmm.
know, now the same fight could probably do twice as many views if they were like a Mike Tyson or a Manny Pacquiao or Floyd Mayweather Jr. You know what I'm saying? Certain just to name a few. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
It,
I hear
it'll,
you.
it, it'll be double the views, but
Yeah.
it has to be a certain name to even do a okay numbers as far as a pay per view event. It has to be
Yeah.
certain names because like it's a lot of people that know Bud and Spence, but
Mm-hmm.
is they supporting the pay per views? Is they supporting the pay per views? No, they're not supporting the pay per views. They
Yeah.
pirating, they streaming, free streams, all type of stuff. Pay per view is basically. I ain't gonna lie, Piro. I think pay per view is. I think it's kind of dying.
No, it's dead. It's just and they don't use it properly because like I'm telling you, I went on my buddy, you know Mark. I went on Mark's channel. He was asking,
Yeah,
just a random question about when the fight got signed or whatever for Tank and Ryan. How many pay per views? Because it's going to be on pay per view. How many pay per views do you think it's going to sell? And
right.
I said a little under a million because I do think a lot of people want to watch this fight because it's two of the top guys in that division, and it's the first time that fighters in their generation are fighting each other. So I think that brings a lot of buzz. That even if though it's not for a title, finally one of these like so-called four kings are fighting each other. So I think that builds a lot of buzz. But then I saw the press conference and I saw how many views just the press conference got. Like
Yeah,
literally, Tank hadn't even arrived to the press conference yet. There was 80,000 people watching Tank talk to. Excuse me, Ryan talk to one of the Showtime talking heads. So I was like, oh man, I think I might have underestimated this. I actually think, and like I said, I think pay per view is made for fights that people want to see. I actually
right.
think Tank and Ryan do over a million pay per view buys, and that's significant,
I
especially
think
for a
that
non title fight.
right. I think that they also have way more. They have way more. They not just have bigger followings, but they have way more supporters.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't be surprised if it did 800K to 1 mil to 1.2 mil. Because they have way more supporters. They have
Mm-hmm.
really really big supporters, bro. Like they not
Yeah.
just only have big fan bases, but they really have uh some really big supporters, people that gonna really go to the fights, people that's gonna pay for the pay per view. They know how big this fight is. They know how entertaining this fight's gonna be. They know that they got the little extra to pay the pay per view, or they got the little extra to fly to go to attend the fight live. They just been prepared. They've been preparing for this for a long time because they really believe that they really was going to get this. It's going to take them. It was going to take them some time to get this fight put together. But they felt that okay, we gonna save up our. They some people, and then you got people that just wealthy people that's also
Mm-hmm.
attending this fight as well. A lot of wealthy people, a lot of celebrities, it's a lot of them too that's going to be
Mm-hmm.
attending the fight. It's a lot of them too that's going to probably be home paying for the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
It's a lot of dedicated very supportive people that's going to be paying for this fight and attending this fight. So yes, you're gonna have great numbers when you have real solid, true supporters. Bud and Crawford, I don't think they got it like that. I don't think they got it like that. I think people, I'm not saying that Bud and Crawford, if it ever be officially announced or
Mm-hmm.
come to be a done deal, I think that they can probably do 700K to 800K, maybe a million. They could surprise us and do 1.5. You know what I'm saying? But I do know that people know who they are. because when you go look at their previous fights, recent fights, go look at on YouTube or any other social media. Go look on YouTube and look at how many millions of views those fights generated. Go look at those fights. Now, of course, you're gonna look at the Joshua numbers, you look at the Wilder numbers, the Fury numbers, you look at the Tank numbers, and they're gonna be higher. Of course, their views is gonna be higher because they're bigger names. You know what I'm saying? But you got Crawford. You look at Crawford fight with Avanesian. Like on certain channels, those fights was doing 800K to $1 million, even though Tank was doing 10 million. Certain channels are on the main network channels. They doing like 3 million, 4 million, 5 million views. You know what I'm saying? So people know who they are. It's just that the difference between them and Ryan Garcia and Tank is that Ryan Garcia and Tank got real true supporters, people that really come to see because these guys knocking everybody out. These guys are dominating. So they know they're gonna get their money's worth. Michael Elliott in the building. Much love and respect to you, my great brother. Michael Elliott says, Usyk can beat Fury. Michael Elliott says Walker Smith is the GOAT. Will, my brother Will says they've got pay-per-views for fights attracting over 50K these days, it seems. Like you heard Piro, man. Like people are gonna pay to see what they're gonna pay. Listen, they're gonna pay for what they really want to see. Like I think, listen, like if Joshua was to fight Deontay Wilder, I don't care if Wilder got 2 losses. I don't care if Joshua got 3. If they announced that fight, it could have been bigger without the losses, but if they announced that fight on a Monday or a Tuesday, bro, of next week, I promise you, every social media outlet, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, every major network and their platform is going to be talking about that fight. I promise you, they're going to be talking about that fight, bro. That fight will sell out. That fight would do crazy numbers.
Yeah.
I promise you. Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis is another one of those fights.
Yeah.
It's another one. I agree with you 100%, Puro. Me and Jay Roos Theory was talking about this on the phone. We had these type of conversations all the time, bro. When we not even live, when we not even on the air. You know what I'm saying? We talking about all that stuff, bro.
Oh, for sure.
Like we be chopping up about all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But
who
Piro,
you
since we got you here, bro. Since we got you here.
Yeah, who you guys got in the Tank fight? Who you guys got in the Garcia Davis fight? Who you guys picking?
I'll be real quick because I don't have a pick. I'm not picking in that fight. 'Cause like I said, they're my favorite fighters. But I do think my pick is it's going 12. I think it's going to go to the distance. I don't know who's going to win. I do think it's a 50-50 fight.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that too, Piro. Like I saw that too. I saw it did go. I saw it go in the distance, but I also saw both fighters trade knockdowns. That's crazy, right? I know, right?
That's why I think it's going the distance. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Oh no, you're good, brother. Yeah, no. Yeah, I can kind of I be having like these. I'm visualizing like for the past since the fight has been announced. I've been visualizing, man, this fight being a war, bro. I'm talking about like this fight just being one of those fights, bro. I'm talking about this fight's being like really, really one of those fights. We can name quite a few of fights, bro, that entertained the mess out of us and mainly normally be those fights in the smaller weight classes. You know what I'm saying? But
and for no belts.
And for no belts, bro. I was just about to say the words right out of my for no belts. It'd be epic battles, fight of the year candidates, bro. Like crazy. Yes, it'd be crazy, bro. And that's what us hardcore boxing, all of us on this panel, bro. We hardcore boxing fans. We've been watching boxing for a long time. You know, some of us been a part of the sport. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we appreciate great fights, bro. It don't always have to be the biggest names.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It could be some guys that we never heard about, never did any film study, never watched, never observed, never ever
Mhm.
seen before in our lives on the undercard, end up being one of the best fights in a long time.
Yep.
Facts. Yeah, man.
That's why we love the sport, Piro. That's the reason
Yes,
why
sir.
we love this sport.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I agree.
We
So
don't
who you
fail.
got? Who you got? Who you got? Who you got?
May the best man win, bro. 50-50 for me, bro. I don't
Hey,
know who
hey,
gonna
T,
win.
I'm with you, bro. Like everybody asks me all the time, who you got? Who you got? Nah, I'm not picking in that fight.
I'm
The
not
fans are
picking.
the winners. The fans are the winners.
I don't know who go. Hey, big bro asked me. I was like, big bro, I don't know who go win that fight, man. I don't know who gonna win that. Hey, Piro, I'm saying the same thing to you, bro. Like, I'm so excited. It's like a highly anticipated bout that we all excited for. That
Mhm.
we don't care who wins, bro. Like, like some of us don't care who wins. We just want to see a great fight, and we know that these two styles combined is going to make an epic battle, bro.
What that's all I'm hoping for. That's all I'm hoping for. Because to be honest, like I can see. To be honest, because of the physical advantage that Ryan holds over Tank, I could the only one I could see making it an easy fight is him. But that's if he does certain things that sometimes he doesn't do. But for Tank, I think it doesn't matter. If the best version of Tank I've seen, in my humble opinion, is against Mario Barrios, and I think that's how he beats Ryan. But I still think it's gonna be a difficult fight. I think it's gonna be a difficult fight because experience matters. And I just can't wait for the fight. Because that's why I love when they make these fights that people want to see because we don't have to like in a few weeks time we don't have to guess. We don't have to like we they're gonna show us who gonna win that fight. We don't have to
Right.
like speculate no more.
Yeah,
We
Right.
gonna find
and I
out.
said,
We gonna find out.
yeah, and I say it all the time. It's all about when you step. It's all about when they step in that ring. Like we can make predictions all day. We can say who gonna win, who gonna win. When you got two fighters that are special, talented, gifted young fighters, the skills, the abilities, the what they know they believe in themselves. When they have that high confidence that they want to make a statement, that they know that this man across from me is a tough task at hand, but I know that I have what it takes to beat him. When they both have that mindset, we in for a treat. We in for a war. We in for a chess match. A chess match that turns into a war, that goes back into being a chess match, that ends up being a war, end up turning into a war again. So when we know that Tank, we know that Tank has the attributes to beat Ryan. We know that Ryan
Hmm.
has the attributes to beat Tank. That's what makes this fight special. But it's all about when they step in that ring. And boxing is full of surprises. It's full of surprises.
Yep,
Sometimes,
theater of the unexpected. Sorry, sorry.
yeah, sometimes we might have this huge favorite that we feel that's gonna go in there and just dominate. And the underdog comes out on top.
Yeah,
Full of surprises, man. That's the reason why, another reason why we love this sport. Because boxing is full of surprises, bro. Like full of surprises, bro. Like full of
yeah.
surprises, bro. Like the Benavidez and Caleb Plant, man. I can't even make no. I can't even like Puro. I know you. Listen, bro.
Hmm.
Like I'm telling you, bro. Like these guys. Like I'm just telling you, when I doing film study, looking how they prepare, how they was preparing for the fight, just basically getting a little insight. You know what I'm saying? On like, man, Benavidez is a monster. Caleb Plant is a very skilled technician. Both of these guys are gonna go in there, bro, and I know it's gonna be a great fight, bro. But I'm telling you right now, for people that say that Benavidez is just gonna dominate Caleb Plant, it's not going down like that, bro. It's gonna be highly competitive. Mark my words, bro. It's gonna be highly competitive. People may have the Benavidez might be the favorite going in, or you know what I'm saying, or some people do have Plant winning. Some people have,
Hmm.
but there's a high percentage of people just picking Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? But do not sleep. They people that just they think they know, but they really might not have no idea at all. Don't sleep on what Plant brings to the table, bro. It's gonna be a great fight. And like you say, it can be full of surprises. You never know what you're
Facts.
going to get until the two of the best step in that ring. You never know what you're going to get. But I'm feeling, and I could be wrong, Piro. I could be wrong, J. Roos. I could be wrong, my great brothers. My brothers in the chat. I could be wrong. But I feel that this is going to be the most challenging fight for both guys.
I agree. Real quick. Jay Roos, who do you have in Tank and Ryan? I don't think you said who you had.
I'm gonna say Tank by late stoppage. I
Cool.
think he's gonna stop Ryan late, and I think it's gonna be an uppercut. I think that's his best punch.
I agree.
I think Ryan is faster than him, but I always say Tank is like one of those throwback fighters, like from back in the days. Like he's just a tough dude, and I think it's gonna take a whole lot to beat a tough guy. You know the cliche styles make fights. I think more than styles, I think heart makes fights. Who has the bigger heart? Because there's only so much you can do with your hands. You know, it's not like mixed martial arts where you can kick and grapple. You know, only so much what you can do with your hands. So I think it's gonna come down to heart, and I think Tank is just gonna stop him late, man. I honestly can see Ryan getting pretty hurt in this fight.
My brother Will says every man and his dog will be watching it. It's facts. Mark Horn says Andrew Tucker agreed for real. Dragonlad says Ryan. Adori Pennant says you're speaking the truth. Mark Horn says Tank KOs him. Tank puts people to sleep and ends Garcia hype train.
I don't think Garcia is hype at all. I wouldn't say he's hype. I just think I think Tank is just a tougher guy. I think Ryan's still a great fighter.
And I think it's I think it's cool. It's cool that you bring up heart though, because that's one thing I don't think that's been tested in Tank, and I believe that's been tested in Ryan in the Campbell fight, where
Oh,
he
that's
could
a
have
good point. I hadn't thought
he
of
could
that.
have lost his shit going down, but he didn't.
That's a good point. I hadn't thought of
Man,
that.
let me tell you like this, man. I agree. I agree. With both. I agree with. I see it how you see it, Piro. Also, when it comes to Ryan, and I hear what you're saying as well, big bro, J. Roos.
My
But
bad, my
yeah,
bad.
but I'm gonna say, no, Piro, what you were finna say, brother? Yeah, Piro, you still there?
Puro?
Piro.
Puro.
Yeah, probably something. Probably he has
I think we lost connection.
yeah, probably connection.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what you were saying, brother?
My headphone battery's dying, so I gotta hold the plug in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, I like you right. You know, like Ryan, like people saying that Ryan don't have this this dog, you know what I'm saying, and all that there. Man, that kid ain't trying to lose, bro. I mean, that kid had a worse battle than trying to prove that he's a dog, man. That dude, you know.
Yo.
Yo, Piro, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys, but these things are tripping. Thank you for having me, AT man. I apologize, man. My headphones battery they died.
Oh,
Hey,
okay,
no
we
problem,
got
my
you,
brother.
man.
Hey, Piro, thank you for joining us, man. Much
Yeah,
love and
man.
respect, man.
Talking
Thank
to
you for
you.
having me, man. Stay up, y'all. Peace.
You too,
Okay,
man.
you too,
Blessings,
man.
brother.
Have a good one.
Peace.
Peace.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? As far as like, you know, I've seen Tank walk through fire before, and probably like, I say probably like 2 fights. I seen him walk through fire. Is Marius Barrios, most definitely was giving Tank some issues. You know what I'm saying, to a certain extent. I can say that Jose Pedraza, was giving Tank some issues and had to make him dig down deep. like to really like he was the champion. Jose Pedraza was the champion. Tank was the challenger at the time, and
Yeah.
Jose Pedraza was a very crafty, very crafty champion that was makes most definitely testing Tank, pushing Tank, made him dig down deep and brought out the best in Tank because Tank started to make the adjustments and started opening up with mean counters and mean combinations, and I mean really had to push, push because Jose Pedraza was on top of him, making him push and making him dig down deep. Another fight, it had the Garcia. Push Tank.
Yeah.
He
True.
pushed him. He made Tank bring out that monster. And Tank knew if he didn't step up, if he didn't step up and stop falling into this man traps and stop falling into Hector Garcia's traps, because Tank knew that he was dealing with a very skilled fighter.
Right.
Very skilled fighter, bro. He knew that he had to step it up. I got to be smarter. I got to make the adjustments. I know that I'm the bigger puncher. So, but I also know that I am a good counter puncher. So I got to start setting up these counters, and I gotta figure them out. I gotta make the adjustments. I got to know how to. I got to know how to neutralize what he's doing. Like I gotta know how to diffuse. I gotta know real quick. I gotta figure this out real quick. And Tank did that. He applied. He made the adjustments. He applied the pressure. He showed the power. He showed great counter punch ability. He showed that he had to mix up his attack very smart. He had to put his punches together very smart. He had to mix up his attack very smart in a very smart way. He knew he cannot be reckless. He knew that he knew that this guy can't really hurt me, and this guy can't really this guy hit me. I'm feeling his shots, but this guy really can't hurt me, man. I can take this guy's best shots, but I'm not going to take too many shots. So I'm gonna be smart at the same time. I know that I can break this guy down. Okay, so once he figured out how to get to Hector Garcia, that's when he stepped it up and he made the adjustments and he started putting those punches together in a very smart way and started breaking them down. That led to them having to stop the fight. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
Tank is a very smart fighter. He's a thinking man fighter. He can be behind. He's just like a Terrence Bud Crawford in a way. Crawford can be behind in the first 3 rounds. He could be losing the first 3 rounds or the first 4 rounds. And Crawford nah, man, I'm behind. I feel like I'm behind. I think I slightly figured them out. So he slightly figured them out, and then Crawford okay, now I see what he's doing. So now I know that I can do better. So he made the adjustments. Boom, breaks them down. I starts to outbox them, break them down, and then it ends in a knockout, a technical knockout. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what makes Tank very special. You know what I'm saying? Now Ryan is not just the guy, this fighter with fast hands. He's not just this fighter that has power or this fighter with fast hands. Ryan can actually box. That's what people got to take into consideration. He can actually box. I think he's tied with, and I know that people like, oh, well, they evolved and they evolve Andrew Trucker. They have gotten better since the amateurs. But he beat Devin Haney, beat him 3 times. I think Ryan beat Devin Haney 3 times. They tied. So these are they both were pure boxers a long time ago. I don't think Ryan showed us everything, but Ryan did show us in a few fights. He knew that I can't just walk down and just walk over Luke Campbell. I had to outbox him, break him down, set him up for a big shot. And that's what he did. He made the adjustments. When he went up against a very crafty and very awkward fighter in Javier Vatuna, he made the adjustments. He actually boxed, broke him down, and stopped him. people got to understand Ryan is just not a technical brawler. He's a boxer puncher, just like Tank Davis. But Ryan, when he wants to be, he can become a pure boxer. And I don't think people have seen fully what that kid can really do. So it's not going to be a Mario's Barrios just trying to go in and fight on the inside and make it a war with Tank. Ryan using that reach, using good movement, using the jab, setting up the 1-2 from the outside, countering. It's a lot of things he haven't showed that some of us seen before that he can do. That can make it very, 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 very tough for Tank Davis by him having the longer reach and not being taller, but having the longer reach. You know what I'm saying? And also being a counter puncher, also being a stick and move fighter. He can be that fighter. Some people haven't seen that version yet. You know what I'm saying? I guess people haven't paid close attention. You know what I'm saying? Or did they film study? But you might want to go and talking about a kid. You talking about a kid that don't like to lose, bro. And then I think this kid will keep fighting if the Tank was to break his jaw or Ryan was to break his hand. That kid will keep fighting, bro. That dude is kind of mentally, he got some screws loose. That kid ain't gonna keep. That kid's he could be a little retarded. That kid can be a little special. He ain't gonna trying to lose. He gonna keep fighting. This is gonna be a war, bro. I repeat, this is going to be a war. None of these guys ain't coming to lose. If they get broken hands, broken jaws, them dudes gonna keep fighting. They got them. They both got a little bit of old school in them. You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes this fight special. That's why I can't pick no winner. I can't. Something telling me Tank knockout. Something telling me Ryan knockout. Something telling me Tank gonna have hard times trying to get on the outside, on the inside, because cause Ryan gonna be doing some good movement that people ain't seen before. And then they're like, God dang, like Tank trying to set up the big shots, but Ryan is making him miss. Ryan showing good head movement. What the world? Good defense. What? But Tank coming fast with them suckers. Tank coming with them hard power counters. Ryan ain't giving it to him. You know what I'm saying? But if Ryan falls into Tank Davis trap and fight on the inside, not saying he can't bang on the inside. He can get on the inside. He can get tricky on the inside too, like Tank. Tank is slightly has the advantage in that area. But he can't. Ryan ain't trying to fight it on the inside with Tank. He gonna get in and out, work the angles, and Tank gonna do the same thing. That's why I said it's gonna be the chess match that turns into the war that goes back into a chess match, because they both gonna be getting hit, and they can't get hit by too many good shots from each other. Tank can't get hit with too many good shots coming from the Ryan, and Ryan can't get hit by too many good shots coming from Tank, whether it's 2-punch, 3-punch combination, 4-punch combination, or one hard power shot, one counter, whatever, bro. 2-punch counter. Hey, listen, they can't get hit. These dudes gonna have to be smart. They can't afford to make no type of mistakes against each other, bro. They got to be well calculated. They got to be really smart going up against each other. And I think they know that this is a fight where this is a fight that's going to make them great, because they're going to bring out the best in each other, bro. And I think that's why Joshua is going to have a great fight with Franklin. But I wouldn't be surprised Franklin get in there and challenge Joshua, makes Joshua dig down deep, and we see a version of Joshua that's gonna make him look better than we ever seen him ever before. Why? Because Joshua, in his mind, I faced, and it was no hesitation like a Fury. I faced one of the best fighters in the world, and I won 5 rounds against him. The first fight, some people may felt he won 4 rounds. I felt he won 5 rounds both fights. And when you fighting a fighter of that caliber, that's only going to make you better and make you great. And then you got a trainer that's going to push you and make you do some old school type of workouts, Ali type of workouts, Foreman type of workouts, hitting, chopping wood and all that with the bro. Win or lose, Joshua is coming to make a statement, but he's going up against a solid fighter. So don't count Franklin out. Dude is solid. Dude can box. Dude in shape. Both of these fighters will be in great shape. They come in to fight. They come in to Franklin coming to pull off the upset. Franklin come to make a statement, prove himself that listen, he can beat these Dillian Whites. He can beat the Joshuas. He can beat the top dogs. He's coming to make a statement. You know what I'm saying? Like he felt that he was robbed, and that's why the fact that he was robbed, that only pushed him to even go harder. Joshua losing to Usyk made him better, but pushed him even harder to the fact that now he got a trainer that's going to push him to the limit. And I'm not saying Franklin gets knocked out. I'm not saying that Franklin go knock Joshua out, but all I know that, bro, this is a different monster we dealing with, bro. I'm looking at this dude that y'all talking about is that these boxing channels talking about robotic and all that there. I'm seeing this dude move swiftly at a very faster pace because that Usyk gives you that momentum. A Usyk type of fighter gives you that momentum that, bro, I'm gonna even feel sorry for some fighters, some top 5 fighters fighting against this version of a Joshua.
I've never understood that theory that Joshua is a robotic. I've seen him throw multiple combinations, which is rare for heavyweights. Heavyweights are usually basic 1-2. I've seen Joshua throw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How are you robotic if you're throwing combinations?
Bro, them dudes don't know what they're talking about. It's so embarrassing that they can't even look at a video of this dude. They'll look at this dude hitting on the heavy bag, and this dude at a very fast pace throwing a 2-punch, 3-punch, 4-punch, 5-punch combination at a very fast pace, and they'll be like, oh man, that ain't robotic. But they'll go on somebody's panel like Josh was robotic, but they saw that he wasn't robotic.
Right, exactly.
They delusional, bro. They crazy. This is a lot of hate.
You can't get to that level of heavyweight fighting and be a champion and be robotic. He would have had like 5 losses, 5, 6, 7 losses on his record had he been robotic. It's too much talent out there for you to be robotic at this stage of the game. It's just not. There's a lot of cliches in boxing. People hop on something and then they go with it. Oh, this guy don't have a chin. This guy don't have a chin, and the dude's probably only been knocked down one time. It's just people hop on the bandwagon.
Will, I'm gonna get back to Mark comment in a minute. I just want to go to Will real quick because he says, J Roos, what is the background of your name, bro? Always wanted to ask.
The background of my last name, you mean? It's a Swedish name. Most like Ross is a version of it. It has like it's either Swedish or German, one of them. You know. It's a rare name. You don't hear it too often. Anytime I see somebody with that last name, I'm like, oh, he might be a relative.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I love that. Yes, sir.
Great question, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah, much love and respect to Will. Mark, I'm gonna get to your question in a minute, General. I'm gonna get to your question in a minute. It says, I'm gonna get to your comment in a minute. Will says, is Joyce and Miller locking horns? Boy. Man, Joyce and Miller, but that's a fight I would love to see right there, boy.
I don't think so. It's just something I thought of. I saw I think Ngannou sparred with Joyce. So when I made that video, I was just naming fights that I would want to see, but I don't think Miller's quite ready for that yet. I think he might need 2 or 3 more fights where he steps up against the juggernaut.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying, man. Like for real, like you know what I'm saying? Like listen, bro, like what I've seen against, and we ain't making no excuses about no age and all that and none of that. You know why I ain't gonna tell you I ain't making no excuses about age and none of that? Because Lucas Brown was winning before he got stopped, bro. He was winning. You know what I'm saying? He was winning.
I'm gonna have to watch that.
Yeah, he was winning before he got stopped.
Wow.
I think the age and the pressure of so that's one thing I can honestly say that uh makes Miller's kind of dangerous. It's the pressure. Uh
Yeah.
the he's a volume puncher that applies a lot of pressure, and he's
Yeah.
not gonna let up off of you, especially if you can't hurt him, and he's taking your
Yeah.
best shots. He's gonna keep coming forward like a bull. He's gonna keep coming forward like a bull and keep charging at you, because he's like, man, you ain't got no power. You ain't got the power to hurt me. I can handle your power. I can handle everything you doing. You might be outboxing me, but I'm gonna keep coming until I finally get to you. And I
Yep.
know by the time I get to you, you're gonna be gassed out, fatigued, and tired. And I'm gonna start welling on you.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna tell you like this, against certain styles, that might be the wrong game plan to get you laid out. I'm telling you. And I know some fighters, not just a Joyce, not just a Andy Ruiz Jr., not just a Tyson Fury, not just a Deontay Wilder, but also a Dillian White. That you fight that type of way, because I know Dillian probably just be probably see Dillian knowing that he can be the better technician between the two and outbox him. Dillian will probably get the slugging with him, and Dillian can probably fall into his trap. I know what you see. I know that's how you see it, big bro. But if Dillian gets to fighting them like he fought caliber opponents and beat caliber opponents, if Dillian gets to boxing and being smart and being well calculated, Big Baby Miller is gonna lose, bro. He ain't beating guys on that level. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I feel that Dillian could fall into his trap. But I don't see Joe Joyce. Just that dude's just a monster. And that dude is just gonna be smart and be dominant at the same time.
Yeah.
Fury just gonna outbox his little big head. Fury is gonna outbox his big head. That's all Fury gonna do is dance around his big head till he gas out, and probably end up winning by a 10th round, 9th round technical knockout. And Joshua do the same thing, just outbox him.
Yeah.
Gonna be fast on his feet, just outbox him, just like he did Andy Ruiz Jr. in the rematch. Just gonna outbox him. You know what I'm saying? Like those guys, Wilder would stay on the outside. Ain't gonna even stay on the inside with that big monster. You know what I'm saying? Wilder gonna stay on the outside and just set up the right hand from the outside. Work, use a lazy jab, hit him with the boom, boom. I already see how those fights play out, bro. Like, but Miller needs one of them fights. Like, I would love to see him fight. I ain't gonna lie, I love to see him fight like Zali Zane. I like to see him fight. What's the guy? What's the guy? Hard hitting Russian. Dang, what's my guy name? Herkovich. Yeah, Philip Herkovich. I like to see him fight Herkovich. Effie Ajaba, Daniel Dubois. I like to see him out in all them type of fights. Like, I feel like if he Daniel Dubois is kind of like up there now. So, like, if he defeats like a Daniel Dubois, yeah, I was like, okay, all right, Miller, I got you. You know what I'm saying? If he defeats like a Effie Ajaba, which that I don't see that happening, then yeah, I could be like, okay, all right, Big Baby Miller, okay, you got Effie Ajaba. If you can defeat Frank Sanchez, which I don't see that happening,
nah,
then I'll be like, okay, Miller. Dragonless says yes. Can't wait for the AJ Franklin fight. Yeah, man, it's going down, man. Next week. It's going down.
Wow, that is next week, ain't it?
Yeah, bro. April 1st.
Wow.
April Fool's Day.
Wow.
Franklin gonna knock out Joshua.
Wow.
Franklin gonna knock out Joshua. April Fools. That's what everybody gonna say, right? April Fools. Joshua, bag him up and move on to the next. It's gonna be a great fight though, man.
The more I watch Joshua train, the more I think Franklin's gonna get stopped. Like it's gonna be a tough fight, but Joshua just he looks hungry, man.
Yeah, man. I think they both are, man. To be honest with you, I think that's why it's gonna be really competitive. but I think the experience might play a major role in this fight. I think the
Yeah,
experience
level.
and I also think the experience and power.
Right. Yeah, I think Joshua's and he said Derek James has taught him a few tricks that he's gonna implement in this fight. So
I
I
know what
don't know
he's
what
talking about.
tricks he's talking about, but
I
he
know what
got something up his sleeve.
I know what he's talking about. But I ain't saying nothing. I ain't trying to get in trouble. Like, hey, y'all just gonna have to wait to fight night, bro. To see what he
Right.
just to see what Derek James, to see what the trainer of the year, one of the legendary trainers, future Hall of Famers, what he talking about. Y'all just gonna have to see on fight night, bro. But y'all
Man,
gonna
that
be
fight
y'all gonna be surprised, like y'all gonna be some boy.
and all you people turning on AJ and bad mouthing him on his Instagram. Once he gets a couple victories on his belt, I don't want to see no bandwagon hop and say, "Oh, I knew you could do it." Nah, nah, you guys turned on him. You guys turned on him just because he lost to Usyk twice. I mean, Usyk is a great fighter. He didn't lose to a bum, as you guys would call it. He didn't lose to somebody like a club fighter. He lost to Usyk twice and still didn't get knocked out. So don't go hopping on his bandwagon once he starts beating the top guys again. I don't want to hear it.
All right, yeah, for real. And that's the truth, big bro. God, Lee, you see, you said, I wouldn't have. I don't think at this point I could have said it even better. You know what I'm
Yeah, people
saying?
talking about he's done. He's done. He ain't done.
Yeah, man. I mean, they got to understand, man. Like some of these guys, man, are like throwback fighters for real. Losses don't define a fighter.
Yeah, yeah,
Sometimes losses only make a fighter better, really,
yeah.
and
Look
make
at
them want to
Derek
come back.
Chisora. Derek Chisora don't care if Derek Chisora is like Usyk. They just want to fight. Derek's like, okay, you might knock me out. I'm gonna still put on some hands on you. So that's how fighters should be now. They should stop worrying so much about, oh, I could mess up my record. Just go in there and fight, man. Just
Yeah,
fight.
yeah, that's so true, big bro. Mark, my brother, our brother Mark, one of the generals, he says, people seems to forget, that a light punching Luke Campbell floored and hurt Garcia. What do you think Tank will do? Tank is a dog. For me, he's much better seasoned fighter. Yeah, I feel you. I hear what you're saying, Mark. You most
That's a
definitely hear
good
what you're
point.
saying. I hear what you're saying. But the thing is yeah, uh, you may say season, you can say experience, a little bit more experienced, slightly a little bit more experienced because maybe he's been fighting longer. Um, and probably been in boxing gyms as a baby. You know what I'm saying? Like Tank, that's one thing we can honestly say that Tank has been in them boxing gyms ever since he was a baby. You know what I'm saying? But Ryan started very early as well, at very young, young age, preteen, probably younger than that. So they boxing is what they love, they appreciate. They also in it to make sure that their families are secured, make sure they're secured, make sure that they are living comfortably, making sure that they are living a certain lifestyle, not a reckless one and not an out of control lifestyle, but just being comfortable to the point where they never have to struggle. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
um, but at the end of the day, I believe that both of these young men really wants to be great. Yeah, Tank is older and slightly have the experience edge. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't take. Sometimes experience can take you far, but sometimes also, uh, skill, certain fighting certain opponents, fighting certain level of opposition can also sharpen up those skills and also make you better, and that can also be experience within itself. They both have fought some fighters, both have fought I believe are caliber fighters that people is not going to get them credit for, but I believe are credible opponents that most definitely made them better fighters today. And I think we're going to see that when they step in the ring. I really think that we're going to see two very skilled elite level, young, talented, gifted fighters really going at it, and I can see it being really highly competitive. I don't see one man just dominating the other, bro. Like I don't see it that way. I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, I'll be like, hey man, y'all was right. Shoot, yeah. Even though I know what Tank can do, I know what the kid can do. I've been watching that dude for a long time, bro. Probably longer than a lot of y'all, but.
Yeah.
But I know what Ryan can do. Been watching that kid for a long time too, and in the perception that you guys may have, yeah, I can't agree with it because I don't think y'all know how much a monster that this kid is. How much of a dog? You say dog? No, dog ain't got nothing to do with this. These are two monsters going at it, bro. I think y'all gonna find out. It's two monsters, bro. I ain't talking about no hand speed. I'm talking about the ferociousness. I'm talking about the grit. I'm talking about the toughness. I'm talking about the explosiveness. Bro, I'm talking about these are two monsters going at it, bro. Like I'm not finna be no fanboy of none of these boys. Cause I know how dangerous both of these boys is. I know how gifted and skilled and talented both of these boys is. I'm not finna fanboy for no fighter. I'm not finna do it. I respect them all. I love them all. Win or lose. It don't matter who win or lose, but I know y'all finna get a great fight. Y'all finna get a great fight.
I remember when people thought Tank was they used to badmouth Tank like, oh, he's nobody. He ain't gonna be great. And now look. He's great.
Man, they came at both of these young boys, man. They came and attacked. Both of these young men have been attacked, and they still being attacked by these delusional clown, don't know what they talking about boxing channels. Delusional, disrespectful, arrogant, prideful, self-righteous boxing channels.
Give it to him, man.
And if you're feeling some type of way, I'm live. Come see me.
That's right. Get at us.
Yeah, come see us.
Yeah. What's
come
up?
See us. Y'all know exactly who we talking about. Y'all got a problem? Come see us.
Let's go toe to toe.
Yes, come see us.
Yeah, come see us. Come holler at us. Toe to toe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, cause y'all poodles. Y'all see what happened when y'all come over here and handle with the King Kong and Godzilla.
Yeah.
Y'all love the poodles.
Lions don't fight house cats.
That's Hey, bro, I wouldn't care if y'all had 30 billion subscribers, bro. Y'all can't, y'all come on, bring it. Bring you and your followers, bring you and all the people that's brainwashed with you. Bring them.
Right. They're brainwashed. That's
bring them. Hey, Dragonland says yes. Can't wait for the AJ Franklin fight. Yeah, man. We can't wait, bro.
I'm looking forward to that.
Go ahead. Oh no, I was just saying that Adoree Pennant. He's bringing up a fighter. I think I've seen him a few times. I can't pronounce that, bro. Slenback Makhmudov versus Jeremy.
I don't know who that is.
We probably hey, next live, Adoree. Hey, we gonna be ready for the next live for that fighter. You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm gonna have to check him out.
Yeah, Vladislav Sarico versus Dillian White. I ain't gonna leave from the count, bro. Dillian White. Probably Dillian White by knockout, probably too.
Against
Vladislav Sarico.
I haven't seen enough of him lately. I think he hasn't had a fight in about over a year now. So I don't know if or
like Vladislav, no disrespect, Vladislav, man. We know we love you, man. And I know, like, we love you, bro. Don't get me wrong, we love you, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, we respect you.
Like a play cousin.
We love, yeah, man. We know that you can evolve. You know, you can get better. Vladislav, Adoree Pennant says, the guy he's talking about, the fighter he's talking about versus Joe Joyce. I gotta go check him out. We gotta go check him out. We gonna do some film study on him to determine and see if he can even hang with a Joe Joyce. We gotta do some film study. We gotta do a background check on him first.
The thing that makes Joyce so tough is the fact that he can take it. Like he can take it. He don't get cut, and he keeps coming. If you can take a punch and dish it, if you can take a punch and punch, man, you just gonna have to pray he has an off night. If you fighting him, that's about your only chance. You gonna have to get on your knees and pray to the Most High that this dude has an off night. Because I mean, all you can do is outpoint him. You're not gonna knock him out. I mean,
Yeah. Like he gonna get pushed though. I mean, he gonna have his hands full with Zhali Zhang though. Zhali Zhang is gonna
yeah, I
go.
want to see that.
Yeah,
Man.
Zhali Zhang gonna push him though. I still got George for the win, but Zhali Zhang is gonna push him, man. That's a crafty, tough veteran right there, man.
That's on
that
the 15th too. That's on the 15th of April.
Yeah, stylistically, that's a very electrifying, entertaining fight right there, bro. Like that's gonna be exciting.
Yeah, I ain't
Big
missing
bro.
that.
Yeah, we can't miss that one, big bro. I ain't gonna lie, we cannot miss that one. Like that's gonna be entertaining, bro. That is gonna
like they want to win too,
bro. Big bro, I'm telling you, hey. We like you say, boxing full of surprises. Joyce could probably go in there and make it, and make easy work. But I'm just saying, like the skills of Zhali Zhang and the experience and the skills, and the fact that this guy can also be sort of like a machine too. You know what I'm saying, bro? And he can box his butt off too. So yeah, it's going based on styles, it's gonna be really exciting to watch, man. Really exciting to see this one. But I just kind of I think the dealing I think Joyce to the point where it's this effective aggressiveness and towards the mid, getting towards the later rounds, and then the accumulation. I think I just think the fatiguing, the mental pressure. It's just that's kind of what I kind of feel wins Joyce the fight, but we never know. I just can't wait to see it. I'm just like you, big bro. I just can't wait to see it, man.
Yeah, whoever put that fight together, shout out to you because you was looking out for the fans on that one.
Man. Much respect
to the friendly fight.
Much respect to you guys for making that happen, bro.
If any of you out there have never watched a heavyweight fight, this might be the one you want to start with because trust me, you'll get your money's worth.
Yeah, man, you're gonna get your money's worth on this one, bro. Like big time.
Yeah,
I gotta go do some film study. Everybody keep talking about our Slenback. Let me see if I can pronounce this. Our Slenback Makhmudov. Like I think I know who y'all talking about now. That dude, he's solid. He's solid. He really solid. But I think I have to heal that dude tough. He's strong and tough too, though. I think that'll be a competitive fight. I think that'll be a competitive fight. Like a Dory Pennant, I ain't gonna lie. I think that'll be based on his toughness and how strong he is and stuff. I think that it'll be a tough fight for Joyce. Based on styles, yeah. But I think the Joyce jab would be the difference. I think the Joyce being slightly more effective and accurate because these some strong dudes going at each other, man. Like, yeah, that'll be exciting. Yeah, I had to. It had to come to me. Yeah, I seen him fight a few times. That he's a hard hitting strong dude, man. Yeah. That's the type of style that would most definitely match up well against a Joe Joyce style. I think so. But he got to get past Zhali Zhang first, though. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Zhali Zhang versus our Slenbeck, Makhmudov would be fireworks. Yeah, I think even that, yeah.
I'm gonna have to pull this guy up.
Yeah, he's pretty solid, big bro. Yeah, you might have some difference of opinion, versus certain fighters. So, and I can, and I respect that too. Hey, because hey, it's levels to this, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's levels to this, man. Mark Horn says I'm actually going to AJ versus Franklin fight, and I'm looking forward to it. Hey, man, take some, hey, General. Take some pictures, man. Take some pictures. Yeah. I want you to take some pictures. Take some pictures, man. Get some footage, whatever, man. And you got to send it to me, bro. I want to see. I want
Yeah, I
to
want to see
see.
that too, man.
Yeah,
I mean, I know you're gonna have a ball, man. Nothing like being at a heavyweight championship fight. It's electric, man. I've been to a
it,
couple of them.
yeah, because Mark already over there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so that's I know that's a beautiful experience.
There's nothing like it.
But don't worry, big bro, because if a Fury Joshua fight ever happens, or if a Joshua Wilder fight even happens, I might have to get you out the house.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, I ain't missing that. Yeah, I would
Yeah,
want to see that live.
I ain't talking about going. We ain't going live. We might go live doing,
At
there
the
at the
fight,
fight.
yeah,
Yo, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Hey, bro, we might have to sacrifice to go to that one, bro. Like,
yeah. Dude.
you know
That's
what
the
I'm
fight
saying?
to go to right there, man. That's something you want to see live and direct.
Straight up, for real, man. Hey, Dragon Leg says, he says our Slenback has that twitching neck muscle like he's crazy. Dang.
Oh no.
That dude, hey, bro, yeah. I think know what y'all talking about too, bro. Like, hey, big bro, go
Yeah,
look
I'm
at
gonna
some of
check
his
him
fight.
out
Yeah, go
tonight.
check him out. Yeah, I know what Dragonland talking about. Dory Pitter says, there he goes with another win. We gotta look this guy up too. I can't pronounce that. Back Hordor Jalalov.
Yeah, these some names right here.
Hey, I think I might know what they're talking about. I think I might know this guy too, but I'm gonna
You
still
know
go
the
look
two?
him up just in case I could have him mistaken with somebody else. I'm gonna look him up though. Thank
Oh,
you,
okay.
Adore Pennant. Mark Horn says Joyce in the building. His resume nicely. Nobody will be able to deny his shot at any big time. I mean, let me read that again. It says Joyce is building his resume nicely. Nobody will be able to deny his shot at the big time. Yeah, absolutely. Joyce deserves every big fight. I mean, he's in position to receive all the top dogs, all the big names. I want to see him against all the top dogs, all the big guys, all the big names. Joyce, yes. Joe Joyce been putting himself in position to fight the top dogs. You know what I'm saying? Been in position.
Hey, 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 Andrew. I
Yep.
just pulled up this Arslan Beck dude. It looked like he looked like he beat up Takam pretty bad. Carlos Takam.
That's what I told, bro. I knew that. I told you. I've seen the dude. I've seen that dude, man. And Carlos Tecum is yeah. That's one of the fights I saw.
Yeah, he looks big and strong. He's not the fastest guy in
Hey,
the world.
you remember what I told you, right? I told you that he's a big and strong guy, and I told
Yeah,
him that would match up well against Joe Joyce because they both are big, strong guys.
he looks like he could work on his. He keeps his legs a little too far apart. It's like I see sometimes where he's off balance because of it. But
Yeah,
he's strong, that's for sure.
yeah, he's a strong dude, man. I told you, big bro. I'll be knowing, man. See, when it
Yeah,
comes to me, I'll be
and he
telling you,
looks
like
like he's about 6'8" too. He's super
he's a
tall.
big dude. He's a monster,
Yeah.
bro.
Wow, I didn't even know. I didn't know to come. I didn't even know they fought. Wow, who knew?
Yeah. That's what we gotta love about our brothers, man, about our people, guys in our community. They put us on
Yeah,
game about they have to remind us of certain fighters, bro. Like
yeah,
sometimes we can already be knowing the fighters, or sometimes we can just go discover new dangerous fighters.
yeah.
Jay,
Oh, I thought he was gonna stop Takam. Looks like he got a decision over Takam. But he knocked him down in the first round though.
yeah. And Dragonlad says, I don't know, Jay Rules. Belch, Belch got knocked out by Oscar Velez. Same kind of chin, but got broken. Joyce is to come forward. Someone will break it. Yeah, and that's what me and Big Bro be talking about. Like, I think like a lot of the big punchers, I think that you go up against guys that not just only hit hard like you, but might hit harder than you on that night. You know, that's gonna be the difference against some of the big the hard like especially like a Joshua, especially like a Joshua, a Dillian White, like big punchers. I'm just naming big punchers. Not saying that Joyce wins or lose, but I'm saying these are all big punchers. You know what I'm saying? Like a Dillian White, like a Joshua, like a Wilder. You know what I'm saying? Handling how he handles that type of power. Chin being tested against that type of power. That's, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a difference. But it's yet to be seen. But it's certain things that Joyce possesses that they have to be prepared for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
and he's like 270, so that weight helps his that's the extra reinforcement when he gets hit by these big guys, you know.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So I those are great fights, man. I want to see him against the top dogs because that's gonna tell us everything we need to know. That's gonna tell us everything. Dragonlad said Joyce just come forward. Yeah, but true Dragonlad. But the thing is like Joyce is he's a methodical. He's very methodical, but he actually not just a technical brawler or walk you down type of pressure fighter. Like Joyce actually can box. It just
he jabs his way in a lot too.
Yeah, it's actually just awkward. It's just look awkward because of his methodical style. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It just looks a little awkward. You know, just like Dillian White. Dillian White, you know, he looks like God darn, he about to gas out in the second round, but he can box his butt off. Like when he be smart, put it together, it's hard for anybody. You know, look at his resume, one of the best resumes in the heavyweight division, Dillian White. So it's just like Joe Joyce. You know what I'm saying? They awkward, but they really can box though. You know what I'm saying? They really can box.
That might be why it's so hard to beat him because he's awkward. You know, you don't know where it's coming from because it's so out of. Yeah, you like he's not a typical.
And that could be a nightmare too.
Yeah.
For real, that could be a nightmare.
That's what made Vitaly Klitschko, the older Klitschko, gave Lennox Lewis problems because he's so awkward. You didn't know what was about to happen.
Bro, that's what I'm saying, man. Like,
it's
so awkward, bro. The awkward fighters is be the most difficult, frustrating styles to be going up against, bro. Fighters, the awkward fighters, bro. Straight up. That's the same thing with Floyd Mayweather. He came up against the awkward awkwardness and the awkwardness, but of oh my goodness, let it come to me. And he said that's one of his toughest fights, and I see why he said that's one of his toughest fights against Emmanuel. Floyd Mayweather when he was Pretty Boy at the time. He was considered Pretty Boy.
Oh, you talking about when he
Emmanuel Augustus? Augustus.
Okay.
Yeah, like Emmanuel Augustus, awkward as heck, but he was flashy with it. He was flashy with it, and he was just let it all out. Let it go. Yeah. Don't care about getting hit. You can't you can't stop the drunken master. He gonna keep coming. He gonna keep showing out, hitting you, trying to just freestyling on you and everything, bro. That dude drunken. Man, like Emmanuel Augustus was special, man. He didn't care about having so many losses. Dude, go in there and have fun, bro. He go in there and have fun, bro.
Yeah, once you get like 5 or 6 losses, you like, hey, it is what it is, man. I'm gonna just go in there and unload.
Yo, hey, Adori Pennis says Philip Herkovich versus Jared Anderson would be fireworks. Oh, yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir. Philip Herkovich versus Jared Anderson. Yeah, that's a great fight.
That's a good one.
That's a really great fight right there, Adori Pennis. Most definitely. That would be very highly competitive fight, challenging fight for both. And then at the same time, you got two big punchers. The slight difference is that Jared Anderson is more of the slicker fighter between the two. Slightly.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Dragonlad says, yeah, you're right. I agree. Sam Greer, another one of the generals in the building. He says, Sam Greer says, sup, AT, let's go Benavidez. Hey, Sam Greer, man, I love you, bro. I love you, bro. I love you. I love you. I love you. Benavidez, he can win. He can win the fight. Yeah, he can win. I can see how he can probably make it look easy. But I got Caleb Plant for the upset. I'm going with the pure boxer over the boxer puncher. I'm going with the pure boxer puncher over the boxer puncher / technical brawler. I got the pure boxer puncher. But if that pure boxer punches get broken by pressure, if he get broken by pressure mentally, physically, drops. He getting stopped. Yeah, Benavidez won't stop him. He better not fade and tire out like he did against Canelo. Because Benavidez, boy, he gonna come with them fast, powerful, hard combinations, and it's over. It's over. Hey, but it's gonna be a great fight, though, man. Win or lose,
Caleb is looking the best shape I've ever seen him in. I watched the weigh-in. Both guys are in shape, man. They both trained. They trained hard for this one.
Man, I seen just a little smidget of that press conference. Caleb, Caleb Plant. I think I did like a little small clip earlier.
Yeah, I saw that today.
Yeah, I did. I threw it up though.
Yeah.
And because I didn't get it. I just see. I did that, and then I was kind of waiting for like the weigh-in, but I was like, dang, I gotta go. I can't. I'm gonna go back and rewatch the weigh-in.
Right.
But I was like, Caleb Plant ain't playing, bro. He put his hand in his face, like, listen, well, I'm telling you, boy, I'm gonna beat your little behind, beat your little young butt. Boy, I'm gonna beat your. I'm a few years older than you, but you still, you're a little nigga to me, boy. Yeah. He got his hand in his face like this, boy. Boy, you ain't no Mexican monster, boy. I hit hard too, boy, but I can box too. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna show you. And then he went to try to shake his hand, and Caleb looked like Caleb Plant went to try to, and I slowed it down, right? Like it looked like Caleb, David Benavidez was trying to shake Caleb Plant hand, and Caleb Plant turned side like this. Hill. I'm gonna beat this boy. I'm gonna beat this boy. See, like that's what he was saying. I'm gonna beat this boy.
Yeah. Yeah, you can only try to bully somebody for so long, and then they had enough. They just like, okay, you know what, man, it's stopping right now.
Man, Caleb Plant was raised up in the hood, man.
Yeah, you could tell.
He probably went to the suburbs, when he got up in age, but that boy was in the hood. Hey, man, listen, I knew about this way before people even posting stuff out there. Him fighting some dude in the hood, you know what I'm saying, outboxing some thug, some big heavyweight. A big dude. He's a heavyweight, and Caleb Plant at the time ain't looking every bit of nothing but like a middleweight. Smaller than what he is now.
It was a street fight.
Yeah, it was a street fight, and Caleb was just outboxing him, just teasing, just outboxing him, just hitting him at will, just sticking and moving on him. It's a big old heavyweight dude trying to. Yeah, Bruce. Go to my little bro Bruce Vane. Bruce Vane, you might have to go through a handful of videos because I think he put this out probably. He was in the hood. He was in the hood outboxing this big dude. Bruce Vane got it on his. Bruce Vane got the clip. I think a lot of other channels probably posted the clip, put the clip out there too. But Bruce Vane got my brother Bruce Vane got the clip on his channel. So I think it was probably like before the Canelo fight. So kind of like backtrack on when the Canelo fight was, and it was probably maybe 2 videos before the fight, the night of the fight. Caleb Plant and Canelo. Dragon Leg says the Drunken Master, very underrated. Yes, Dragon Leg, for real, bro. Very underrated, bro. Big time. Dory Pender says Frank Sanchez versus Jared Anderson would be a very good boxing match, and I agree with you 100%. Dory Pennant, 100%. That would be an epic battle, bro, between 2 very skilled elite level technicians. I would love to see that, bro. That would be epic. I would love to see that.
I'm watching it right now. He said, hey, dude pulled a knife on him at the end.
Yeah, bro. He in the hood, bro. He in the hood, bro. He in the hood, man.
That big. Oh shoot! Caleb kicked him in the chest. He kicked him in the chest, dude.
Oh man, bro.
It's like a UFC fight.
Hey man, but yeah, man, I gotta get my butt up so early in the morning. Hey General, man, we got this David Light and this Lawrence Okoli. I don't know if you up for covering that fight. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I don't know if you up for it, but
Yeah,
I
what
gotta.
time? You know what time that fight is? Because I think
But
it's in the
the main
UK.
the main card starts at 2 p.m. So
Okay.
but I'll probably by the time the main event come around, I'll probably have to miss probably the first couple of rounds because I gotta go pick up Mom Deuce from work.
Okay.
I gotta leave probably like five o'clock. Leave here 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern
Oh
time.
yeah, I got you.
And so if we do decide to cover that fight, then yeah, I guess you'll probably like have to take over until like
Yeah, it's all good.
kind of take over the show until I get back, and if we decide they want to cover that one up. But if you want to wait and kind of like save the energy for the Benavidez and Plant fight, we can just wait. I guess we can just do a recap of the of some of the fights tomorrow, which is let me go over this. Lawrence Okoli, that event, that the main card starts at 2 p.m. Eastern time. So the fighters, the main event should start sometime around like sometime probably no the main they expect the main event to start 5 p.m. Eastern time.
Oh, okay.
Richard Coleman versus Jose Carlos Ramirez versus Jose Ramirez. I might just do a recap on that fight. Might post some highlights or something of that fight.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
and David Benavidez and Caleb Plant, we can just save our energy for that one. And if you wanted to, just depend on my how my schedule might look tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll hit you up and I'll let you know, man, just in case you want to cover the Lawrence Okoli and David Light fight.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, yeah.
because
Okay.
that's on the zone. It's on the zone over here. I'm gonna check, and then I'll most definitely let you know if it's gonna actually be on the zone. But I think all Lawrence Okoli fights,
On
being
the
under
zone.
Joshua and all that, all his fights over here in the U.S. be on the zone anyways.
Yeah, I think you're right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so we probably can cover that fight, man. Uh, you know, and just kind of like do that for our brothers and sisters in the United Kingdom. I know they'll probably look forward to us wanting to cover that fight.
Shout
And
out to the UK.
yeah, much love and respect to the UK, and shout out to much love and respect to all our brothers and sisters in New Zealand as well.
New
You know,
Zealand, Africa,
New Zealand,
Nigeria, Ghana.
yeah, man, all over, man. That all over, man. All of everybody that's in everywhere around Africa, everywhere around Asia, everywhere around Europe, everywhere around Australia, everywhere around North America, South America. We love you. We love all of y'all, man. It's nothing but love and respect. We respect all fighters from all around the globe,
We love
and
you, man. We
and,
love you.
and that's what makes us different. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes us different. Ain't nothing but love and respect over here. And we honor and respect all these warriors and these gladiators that step in the ring to entertain us and to give to give this sport the recognition it deserves. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But yeah, we finna go ahead and wrap this one up. And we love every single one of you guys, man. We're gonna see you guys tomorrow, so don't worry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We gonna plan something, and we gonna most definitely try to do the best we can to see if we can try to cover this Coley and Light fight. But we most definitely will be coming back at y'all tomorrow night. With the Caleb Plant and the David Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
Yes. Will
so
Caleb plant Benavidez on the canvas, or will Benavidez plant Caleb on the canvas?
yeah, we gonna find out, man. We gonna find out. Dragonland said what channel? Dragonland said Pro Box TV Which fight you talking about, Dragon Leg? You talking about the Lawrence Okoli and the David Light fight? If you're talking about that fight, that's on
Zone.
that's on the Zone, and for the people in the UK brothers and sisters, that's going to be on Sky Sports.
For us, that would be
BT.
ESPN, right?
No, for us that'll be the Zone.
Okay. I was thinking you was talking. Okay.
No, for for us in the US, it's the Zone. Like people in the
Right,
UK, that's going to be on Sky. Mark Horn says, yes, brothers, love and respect too. Yeah, always love and respect to y'all brothers,
man. Love. Thanks for tuning in, man. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, man. We're gonna see you guys tomorrow, but we finna end it with y'all. Make sure y'all stay tuned in to J. Roos Theory, man. Got great content over there. My brother is finna soon be to 1K. Then from 1K to 2K to 2K to 3K. I'ma soon be to 10K. We're gonna put in work, and it ain't really about growing and having this huge big platform, a huge giant platform. It's the love that we really have for you guys that love us and support us, but it's the love that we also all have in common. It's for the sport.
Absolutely.
And that's the reason why we do this, man, because we want to be the leaders and lead by the example and be those guys that you guys, is going to love and respect, because we're going to do it the right way.
You have to love boxing to stick through it the way we have, with all these discussions and delays and top fighters not fighting. Man, you have to love this sport. You have to have a true passion for boxing to withstand all the nonsense, man. It's all this is gonna knock a couple casuals off, because they're gonna be like, man, I can't do it no more. You got to be hardcore.
Yeah, man, exactly. That's the truth. Well said, big bro. That's the truth, man. Dragonland said the Zone. Yup, absolutely, bro. That's gonna be on the Zone. Zori Penna said, I enjoy the show. Keep up the good work, my brothers. We love you, man. Thank you,
man.
We love every single one of you guys, man. All our brothers in the chat. We love you guys. And hey, man, we got more. We got more to come. Especially, we might surprise you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow. With the Okoli and David Light. But we most definitely coming back tomorrow night for the David Benavidez and Caleb Plant. We love you guys, and we finna end it like this.